Welcome, guys, to YinYangTK, and today we're going to be reading Solo Leveling Part 6 of the manga reads, and it's going to be freaking awesome this today. I'm telling you, man, there's so much to digest, but I'm just going to go very quickly a little bit of, just a quick recap of what was the reading last time, right? Because let me tell you, Solo Leveling is just getting better and better, and I hope you guys are getting excited by the anime that's coming real soon. So, last week we talked about and we were reading that Sun Jinwoo was actually going to a kind of like incognito as a person that wasn't going to be part of a raid but wanted to see what was the difference between an A rank dungeon, right? So he basically got the job of becoming one of those people that just freaking axe everything and try to get some ideas. And a lot of people already knew that he was already a little bit off because this guy was just like a tank right there. He could basically do the work of 10 people. So it's like, is he really an E rank, right? He's not a person that is just collecting stuff, right? He's not a miner, right? So he was incognito as a miner, trying to get basically go by himself to see, all right, if I'm this level right now, because right now he's on level 81, can he theoretically beat an A rank level dungeon, right? So that was kind of his idea. So there was an opportunity where he can actually be a porter, carrying stuff right there. And things went south, and that's when he actually had to show up and save, the raid team from being utterly destroyed by some orcs. At the same time, we actually saw, he's probably future waifu, his future wife right there, Miss Cha right there, absolutely gorgeous right there. And she's actually an S rank, uh, hunter as well, and she's probably at the same level as the chairman, Gung Hee. And she has been actually looking towards Sun Jin Woo's direction a little bit. And what's so funny is like that moment where she said, "You smell really good," because she actually has this high sense of smell. She can smell other hunters, but when she smells everybody else, she says like, "Oh my god, this very really putrid. Like I don't like this." But for Sun Jin Woo, is like, you actually smell nice, not to be very you know, weird. But other than that, so Sun Jin Woo saved the day, and he actually made another shadow warrior for him, Tusk, right there. So that is Tusk. That is going to be part of his shadow, raid team right now of his summons. And then you kind of see Sun Jin Woo just flexing his muscles. He's just such a badass right there. And the more he shows him his level, he's just getting better and better. And then at the moment, it was time that the secret was out. Everybody knew what he was capable of. Even the Hunter Association was like, what is going on? How can he summon all these monsters? So he had to get his hunter's license right then and there. And then these two guys wanted to recruit him, the White Tiger Guild leader, Mr. Beck, and then Mr. Choi from the Hunters Guild. And they couldn't do it because it's like, this guy, he doesn't even need a guild. He can make his own guild. And then now the whole world knows who Sun Jin Woo is. He basically went, and now he's basically an overnight celebrity. But the work is not done, guys. The work is not done because he has a mission to save his mom from the eternal slumber disease. So that's where we left off, where he went back to the demon castle to actually get the last ingredient in order to get the cure, right? So that itself was pretty awesome right there. So we're gonna go back, to chapter 81, right? So we're gonna go exactly reading that chapter and going forward to the reading, and we'll see what else is up for Sun Jin Woo because there's going to be a lot to digest and there's so much to read, so much to more awesomeness to see of what's going to happen in the new chapters, right? Because we don't ever know, with Sun Jin Woo, anything is possible. All right, so we're going to be reading on chapter 81, and it looks like there was a little bit of a cliffhanger that some of the ants that are in a island because of a dungeon that couldn't be cleared because I think it was like an S-rank dungeon. There's ants that can fly now, so that's gonna be very dangerous. Some monster ants, I should say. So it says peace is the best. So these are some hunters that are in an island somewhere, and then you see Nagawa-san, I'll leave the patrol to you as well. And it's like, oh, the hunters, of course. Is that a newcomer? Yes, please look after him. Even though it may not seem like much, we must go on patrol every day and also memorize the villagers' faces. If a gate were to appear on the remote island such as this, we'd be in big trouble. We'd be annihilated if a dungeon break were to occur because we discover it too late. That's why we must first quickly locate gates using a magical energy sensor, then send the request for hunters outside the island. The help will arrive after 3 days. In other words, if you consider the time it takes for help to arrive, we must find any gates that appear within 3 days. So it's kind of giving you like the island is 3 days away from any known help from the main island. Okay, the only hunters in in this village are just us two, and we're D rank and E rank, so we have a lot of responsibility, Bay. And then I guess Bay was like, huh, what's going on, senpai? That's what is that? What is it, a person? No, that's an ant. Who are you? And then you see a freaking ant right there. Oh boy, that's the monster right there. Oh, that's not gonna be good. And now we go to the demon's castle where Sun Jinwoo is leveling up and he's trying to get the cure for his mom that's in the hospital. Because again, Sun Jinwoo was the one that was taking care of everyone after his father, I guess, disappeared. He was the one in charge because the mom, got the disease, and now that's the only way he was able to pay for the bills because he had to be a hunter. He had to take a pummeling because that was the only way to make ends meet. So it says the number of shadow soldiers I can extract and save rose after increasing my intelligence stat. So shadows are able to be extracted. 127 out of 820 shadows able to be saved. 127 out of 155. If it was possible to extract demon shadows, I could have had a gigantic army. Too bad. I guess he couldn't extract demons. It would be inefficient for the whole army to move in one big group. I need to start managing them more efficiently. For now, I'll split you guys into teams. There'll be 6 teams in total. All right. So you have Tusk team, Egress team, Iron team, Tank team. Oh yeah, Tank is basically the bear one. High Orc B team and High Orc A team. Okay, so we got 6 teams. They're so cute. They're like all little chibiest. It's like, I have 2 orders from you. 1, split up according to the group and eliminate. Eliminate. He says eliminate with a sound of vigor and everything because he wants to make sure that he's the one that's in charge right now. So split up into your groups and eliminate any enemies you run into. 2, notify me once you find the entry permit. Dispersed. And then they basically do their deed right there. They are efficient, man. The Shadow Army is efficient. I will have to give up on drops other than entry permit, but the current priority is to reach the top floor as soon as possible. All right. You received 1,500 experience points. You have received 1,500 experience points. You have received 900 experience points. You received 1,100 experience points, and you received 1,500 experience points. It's like, it hasn't been that long since I sent them. I'm already gaining experience. That's awesome that he can actually use his shadow minions to actually gain more, experience points himself because he is the master, the Shadow Lord, and they also get experience as well. It's much more convenient now that I don't have to wander around and waste time as much. All right. I also won't lose mana as long as they don't get destroyed. But now that the highest grade of demons are appearing, the normal soldiers are having a tough time facing them. And he's actually drinking a mana potion right now. Just like, all right, I need to constantly use potions to recover my mana. A few days later, so he's still in there. And the Shadow Monster, level 24, elite rank. So we got Tank right there. Oh, Tank managed to level up 10 times since the last time I saw him. Oh, he's all happy. He's like a little pet right there. Not only have I leveled up, but I also have my soldiers leveling up as well. So the Shadow Infantry is 16 levels, normal rank. Hunting is in teams is much more efficient than expected. And then a Shadow Magician is level 19, elite rank. All right. There are 20 floors left. All right. So that means he's probably on the 80th floor right now. I was able to reach the floor 80 faster than I expected. I've already been 2 days since I reached floor 80. The fact that I wasn't able to find the entry permit yet is that there's a strong enemy somewhere. Oh, there's something. MP falling 4282 to 5672. It's like, my mana is being consumed at a rapid rate. Someone is continuously destroying my shadow soldiers. Is it that way? For my soldiers' regeneration speed be unable to catch up, the enemy must be overwhelming. It's like, that should be Team Iron is leading. To think that there's a demon strong enough to overwhelm Iron, it's like, and then his MP is depleting right now, his magic power. So it's 3231, and it's from 5672. All right. I have no choice. I have to recall those shadows for now. So he recalls them. So the next day, due to the continuous ambush, the deployed soldiers were called back again. It's like the High Orc B team and Ingress teams were attacked one after another. So he's like kind of writing it down. It's like Ingress, High Orc, and then the other org is like Tusk, Iron, and Tank, and me are just, other groups as well. Just as I predicted, there must be a strong enemy on this floor. But it's strange. The Tusk team should be next to the Ingress team, but the enemy somehow managed to skip over them and ambush the High Orc A team instead. The High Orc A team, right? Because there's two High Orc teams, the A and the B. All right. Are the demons not strong enough to defeat Tusk? If they purposely target the enemies they can win against, he's like, it would mean the enemy has enough intelligence to detect the weakness of their enemies. If they purposely attack High Orc B team, the next target, it must be Team Tank right there. Is like, has to be them. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense. So he's like going there. They're here. Oh, he sees them. So you see his tank team, like the bears. It's like you see demons like all in this shiny armor right now. It's like a demon noble and 3 demon knights. It's like, so the tank is about to attack, and then you see the demons. Oh, they're slashing the shadow soldiers. So that's why the soldiers' regeneration couldn't keep up. So he's like, they're getting like destroyed right now. The shadow monsters have no chance against them. Oh, look. Jinwoo is actually using his disappearing act right now. Oh, so now one of the demons starts attacking Jinwoo, and Jinwoo kicks him. Bam! You defeated a demon knight. You received 3,000 experience points. Wow, just by one kick. So 2 more are about to attack him. Nope, disappeared. And then, look, the shadow guys are like, whoa, what happened? It's like, whoa, right behind you. Bam! Sliced them. You defeated a demon knight. You received 3,000 experience points. You defeated another demon knight. You received another 3,000 experience points. And now there was only one. I was wondering if monsters could also experience fear. Oh, you see that demon guy, the person that's on the helmet shaking, and it's like, but now I'm certain. Oh, that you're scared. Yep. Oh, yeah. That's exactly what's happening right now. So now we go up to chapter 82. All right. So we go to chapter 82. And we see that now Jinwoo is fighting against that, demon knight right there, or the general, the forehead, neck, and heart, accurately aiming for those spots. This is low grade demon D rank, middle grade demon C rank, high grade demon B rank, highest grade demon A rank, ancient demon A plus rank, demon noble mini boss S rank. The levels of the demon's towers are roughly that. So, the demon's sword just broke right there, and it was just Jinwoo using his dagger, and now Jinwoo has the demon with it. He has him by the neck right there. It's like, he's about to stab him. And it's like, I give up. I give up. That's what the demon said. It can talk. It's like, I give up. I give up. It's like, how strange. Everyone seems to be speaking the human language these days. This voice, are you a girl? Yep, it's the girl. It's like, I'm sorry. We were in the wrong. Please spare my life. You attack my soldiers, and now you're asking for forgiveness. Oh, you see Tank, and then the other one's kind of getting mad right there. It's like, I committed a grave sin. But in our clan shoes, we have to protect this area. We can't just sit still and let some a person running wild to kill other demons like ants. Please forgive me. I think she was about to say bastard. I could tell. I could tell she was about to say that. It's like, is it okay for you to beg for your life to the person who killed your men? And then she responds, a knight's duty is to protect their master. I'm sure the knights will be happy if I'm safe. I never met such a selfish human. No, a demon. Look, he's like seeing her. It's like, oh, so shameful. I don't really want to stab her with that human-like appearance. Oh, an opening, she says. Oh, and she's like, oh no. And then she goes for the attack, and it's like, oh, disappeared. And then Sun Jinwoo says, what are you doing? Tusk has used the skill, Hymn of Protection. If you spare my life, I'll give you whatever you want. I can't tell if she's shameless or just optimistic. She's a funny character. Oh my god, she just wants to survive. The entry pass. Can you give it? Can you get it? Tusk has used the skill Gravitation Magic. Oh, he's using Tusk's Orc Magic, the Gravitation Magic, to actually control the gravitation power on her. So it's like, the entry pass is being protected by our clan. If you can bring me back home unharmed, I can give you a try. She's suspended through the air right now. Demons are protecting the entry pass. I was wondering, why wasn't it showing up? But I didn't expect to be kept somewhere else for protection. Oh, and she's still being suspended by her. I even know where the entry pass for the higher floors are being kept. I can guide you to them if you can guarantee the safety of my life and my clan. And Sun Jinwoo says, how tempting. The problem is whether I can trust this girl or not. Yeah, and it's like, oh, look, she's kind of blushing a little bit. And then Sun Jinwoo is like looking down, and it's like, oh, there you go, the intimidation factor right now. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Can I trust you? And then she doesn't know. I wasn't lying. The skill, Bloodlust, activated. And it's like, I'm telling you the truth. She's like literally scared, and you can just see like a shadow abyss, and all you see are two glowing blue eyes right there. And then Sunjin was, okay, if you give me the entry pass, I'll leave this place quietly. And she's like, thank you. And then it's like, but first, just who the hell are you guys? And then it skips to the island right now. Oh no, the ant. It's like, and then this guy's like security. It's like, what's going on? Oh my gosh. Ah, scream. Just scream. And then the ants fly away. And then what's happening? Oh, the hunters are dead. And then not just the hunters, people are dead all over the island. Oh, I am Lady Essel, eldest daughter of the Reindeer clan. Okay, so we basically could maybe see the next basically waifu right there. So we basically could see the waifu of if you were in the dungeon, right? So okay, our clan is like, I wasn't asking about that. Sun Jinwoo says, I should ask in order to get straight answer from the monster. Do you constantly hear voices in your head to kill humans? Huh? And she's like, no, but we hear a different kind of voice. It's like, really? To protect the area we reside on. It's like, the objective of these monsters is different from the gate monsters. The gate monsters' objective is to kill humans, and the dungeon's monsters' objective is to protect the instance dungeon. Then does that mean I'm like the gate monsters to these dungeon monsters? And then Sun Jinwoo asks, when did you start hearing the voices? And then she's like, the moment we opened our eyes here. Open their eyes here? Does that mean these demons used to live somewhere else? This could be a clue on figuring out the nature of the system. And then he asks, then where were you before opening your eyes here? In the demon world. Before we knew, we ended up here. And then he asks, what are you doing in the demon world? And then war, and there's some sort of like glitch. There's something happening into her eyes. Like she wants to say something but can't. But there's something preventing her from saying it. Almost like there must be some sort of spell or some sort of technological thing, because it's all very jittery a little bit. It says, we're preparing for war. That's what she says, preparing for war. Oh my god, that doesn't sound good. So very interesting. Now we go to chapter 83, right? So we go to chapter 83, and we're basically going to see where the next thing goes into for this chapter. So it says, the war, it's kind of glitchy kind of thing, and it's like, war against what? And then she said, yes, it was a war against an enemy so powerful that all the demons were required to gather together. And he's like, what? You have surpassed the allowed amount of information. The conversation will be interrupted. You have surpassed the allowed amount of information. The conversation will be interrupted. You have surpassed the allowed amount of information. The conversation will be interrupted. It's almost like a system is blocking any more information. It's like, again, the same thing that happened to Baruka. The system is forcibly blocking off the conversation. That must mean that talking with her can provide some sort of clue. Leveling up, instant dungeons, quests, rewards, and penalties. Since everything has been like a video game, it wouldn't be strange if monsters had a video game-like backstory. Who is the most powerful enemy you mentioned? That's and then she's trying so hard. She's like kind of thinking, but you can't see anything. It's like nothing. And then she's almost like passing out right now. Essel, she passed out. It's like the system was reacting strongly to the identity of the enemy. If the enemy has transcensational power and is trying to influence me or the earth for some reason. Transcensational. All right. Then the enemies that the demon fought, maybe they're the key. All right. So a monster, attack it quickly. And it's like, it's not normal monsters. Oh, what is that thing? It attacked the first time it healed. The weakest hunters, E rank, were the first ones to get killed. After reducing our numbers, it killed our next healer next to weaken us even more. The monster knows that they will be in a disadvantage if the battle drags on. Don't tell me it has form intelligence. Oh, it's those freaking ants again. And you see like Toyota right there. So it has to be somewhere in Japan, right? I see Toyota right there. And then you see, I guess, a camera that's attached to the review mirror, right? It's like, that's all the footage from the ant caught on by a black box. All right. So I guess there's some sort of meeting for the, I guess, the Hunter Association. The mutant ant that infiltrated the island has eliminated within a day. The mutant ant was also first discovered on a small island close to where it was eliminated. It must have moved away after finishing the hunt there. Thanks to the hunters who answered the emergency call-up, they were able to eliminate the threat. Casualties among the hunters are 4 E-rank hunters, 1 D-rank healer, and 1 C-rank leader. The decisive factor in eliminating the mutant ant was an A-rank hunter that joined late. And another guy says, to be brief, in order to kill 1 mutant ant, we need the strength of at least 1 A-rank hunter. The number of civilians killed by the attack was 294, and the number of dispatch hunters was 108. Since the mutant ant can fly and has the ability to sense danger and escape, Japan's Hunter Association evaluated that the dispatch number was not an excessive amount. Japan is one of the most advanced countries in Asia in terms of the hunter system, and for Japan to have this many casualties, that would have happened if a mutant ants were to fly over. What would happen if the mutant ants were to fly over South Korea? It's like, just like Japan, our nation has lots of islands. We cannot afford to monitor them all. It says the island that was attacked is 150 kilometers away from Jeju Island. If the ant can fly that far, and not just the coastal provinces, it means they can at least fly to Mokpo. It's like Mokpo, Jindu, Wando are located southwest of South Korea. That means if the mutant ants were to fly in another direction, they could easily reach Jindu Island or Wando County. They're more like a bee ant. They're more like a bee than an ant. The South Korea doesn't have the manpower like the Japan to dispatch hunters to every island. Even if we were to dispatch 1 or 2 low-rank hunters, they would just become food. Who will help South Korea in a situation like this? A nation that a lot of hunters but also have a lot of lands to protect, like China or Russia. The United States, who refused to help the first time when the S-rank gate was open. Gung Gung-hee, the chairman of South Korea, is like, man, what a headache. Chairman Go Gung-hee, it's like, Chief Woo, what's wrong? I didn't reveal this during the meeting earlier, but there's someone who contacted us in top secrecy. Top secrecy? Who? Hunter Hwang Dong-soo from the Scavenger Guild. They said that he would cooperate in the upcoming Jeju Island raid. And he's like, what? What an obvious ploy. Yes, his true objective is Sun Jinwoo. And the result? Due to the trouble with the hunter Byok Won-ho during the Red Gate incident, we sent a request for denial of entry to the country. But Hunter Hwang Dong-soo isn't the only hunter that has contacted us. There's more? It's from a national level hunter. Oh, national level. It's a level beyond S rank. Chairman Gong Gung-hee, would you like to go see what he's about with me? It's like, oh, this guy right there. That guy looks huge right there. He has like a cigarette, almost like a Hawaiian shirt. It's like, huh? Oh, Essel. It's like, when did I fall asleep? Are you awake? It seems like demons aren't very friendly to each other. So these guys are trying to attack you. Oh, look, he killed a bunch of them. They're just piling up right there. Don't tell me you protected me while I was asleep. Thank you. Demons without intellect don't consider demons with intellect as the same race. Oh, how far is the place with the entry pass? And it's like, oh, so they go to a castle right now. It's like a freaking castle on fire right there. A demon castle inside a demon castle. Where's my father? So they're going inside. And it's like, he's currently in the throne room. Lady Isso, who's that man behind you? He's an important guest. So show some courtesy. Father, I brought a guest. Is this the throne room? If I fought my way here, it would have been a boss battle. Issel, you, that's the, I guess the dad. Who in the world did you bring here? He looks scared right now. Father, this man is a guest, so just what kind of guest comes with someone else home with an army, huh? Essel, can't you see with your eyes? There are countless soldiers hitting with that man's shadow. Is he someone with good insight? And you see right there, how dare you bring your soldiers into my home? And he's about to attack, and then Essel says, Father, I promise Essel, I will leave this place quietly if you hand over the entry pass for me. And he's kind of like sweating. It's like, is he the man that's been killing the demons at a tremendous rate and climbing the tower? Despite being one of nobility, the Rider clan is one of the weakest among the 20 noble clans, 20 demon noble clans. I've heard he defeated Vulcan and Metus. Will he be able to deal with him? The entry pass, is that all you want? One more thing. Oh, he puts his hand on the daughter. I want to borrow her for a bit. Oh, Essel knows where the rest of the entry pass are. Oh, I think that you kind of could interpret it a little differently. I will need her to guide me to the locations of each of them. But did I say something right? Oh, he's mad. So he's like, okay. He put his hand on her shoulder. He's like, oh no. Like, I don't want the That's hilarious. It's just the way he said it. It's like, oh, you know what? I want to borrow her for a bit. And like, oh no, I don't think that's the right thing to say. No. No, you cannot say that. That is freaking awesome right there. Sun Jinwoo just hitting them, man. He is just like, he's just the GOAT, man. He is just the GOAT right there. So now we go to chapter 84. All right, so we're gonna go to chapter 84 and see what's going on, but it's it transcends everything, man. I'm like freaking Sun Jinwoo. He's just the riz on him, man. Oh my gosh, he's hilarious. And I think he was like, "No, I want to borrow your daughter from it." Not in that way, because he had to be clear. It's like, I need her as a guy. Like, don't say I'm gonna borrow her for a bit. That's gonna be very lost in translation and can end up as a big misunderstanding. And that's exactly what happened. Even she was kind of blushing, was like, "Borrow me for a bit," and she was like, "Oh," she was not hating it, by the way. She was kind of blushing, so there was consent. Oh my gosh. So now there looks like there's a feast right there, a guide. Oh, see, clarity. Sun Jinwoo, see, that's why we won't have any problems. It's like, are you okay with just an entry pass and a guide? He must have misunderstood when I said I wanted to borrow Essel. He's like, oh, I gotta choose my words carefully right now. It hurts my pride to cut a deal with a human, but had I known this monstrous human was the master of those black soldiers, I wouldn't have fought him to begin with. So he's like, you won't put my daughter in danger, correct? A monster that worries for his daughter. I'll keep my promise. Or he's eating some steak right there. All right. So, oh, that's the pass. It's really the entry pass. Item, entry pass, class, unknown, type, unknown. A pass to enter the 81st floor of the demon castle. Usable in the floor movement magic circle on the 80th floor. Do I have to obtain entry passes from each clan from now on? Will you be able to leave right away? Yes. Demon Noble has requested for a party system. Oh man, this is like a video game. Party members can access the movement magic circle and depending on the contribution, possibly share experience. He's like, sharing experience with party members? But if the amount of experience shared depends on the contribution, it's like, if there's a battle, make sure you don't interfere. I'll take care of it of myself. And it's like, yes. Oh, look, she's blushing. And then Sun Jinwoo was like, what's going on? She seems a little bit more calmer now. Are you fine with not riding a horse? Only the party members can access the movement magic circle, so I can't bring my horse with me. Sir Sun Jinwoo. Sir Jinwoo. Oh, sir. Please hold on for a minute. It's like, this is the alcohol that the head of the Garshi clan loves. My father prepared items that each of the clan heads will appreciate. And he's like, why? If we bring these with us, the negotiations will go most smoothly. Negotiations? Are you guys friendly with the Garshi clan by any chance? And she's like, no, since the clans have always disputed over ranks back in the demon world, but we're not someone we're hostile with, then it's fine. You just wait here. And it's like, it won't take long. And he disappeared. Oh, he's including his shadow army. It only took a few minutes for the flames to erupt, along with the screaming from the Garshi clan's castle. And then goes back to the Hunter Association building. You're very fluent in English, but certainly I didn't misheard you just now. It's like the fact that South Korean's 10th S-rank hunter Sun Jinwoo, or whatever his whereabouts, is currently unknown. He's very elusive, the chairman says. Our monitoring division is having a hard time locating him. He's like, how can I trust you? South Korea's Hunter Association isn't foolish enough to lie in front of a national level hunter. I see. So this guy looks white to me. Ah, right. I heard that our Gwangdong-soo came to South Korea and caused some sort of ruckus. Since he also has the dignity of an S-rank hunter, we're in no position to push him around. Our Gwangdong-soo. Oh, he's speaking like the hunter Gwangdong-soo has completely fallen into the United States' hands by now. Oh, so the chairman is like kind of mad because they actually lured one of the South Korean hunters to them by using money. Says, well, Sun Jinwoo is one thing, but I've also came here to request South Korean Hunters Association to deny Gwangdong-soo's entry into the country. But you seem to have already dealt with that problem. Yes, you're correct. Then this will finish earlier than anticipated. I will call again if there's something else for me to request. And then I guess they shake hands right there. I don't have a small build, but I'm like a child in front of him. Oh yeah, that thing, the guy is freaking huge. He's ripped, man. It's like, do you even lift, bro? That's the type of vibes I'm seeing from this guy. I heard that South Korea is distressed over the Jeju Island situation. Did I make you look forward? Did I make you look forward by coming here? It's like, I do want to help with the Jeju Island raid, but I'm a busy man, so it's too bad. Oh man, what a jerk. But of course, it'd be a different story if South Korea had the capital to hire me. Oh, he's all about the money. I'll be on my way now. I got a plane to catch. Can a hunter from the monitoring division accompany you? Do whatever you want. Ah, I almost forgot. Make sure that our talk just now doesn't take a leak outside. So that's the national level hunter. Chief Wu, do you think looking forward to his presence in the upcoming Jeju raid was just a delusion? Chairman, don't worry. Japan's cooperation has already been confirmed. So there's a plane, heading there. A hunter from the Japan's enormous skill will be arriving in South Korea today. So now we look at the castle, back in the demon castle, and then you see a bunch of demons just dead right there. You have defeated a demon knight. You'll receive 3,000 experience points. You defeated a demon knight. You have received 3,000 experience points. And then you defeated a demon noble. You receive 4,500 experience points. Level right now, 87. Wow, not bad. They seem to give a lot of experience since their levels are high. And Ingress, level max, rank knight. A promotion is available due to reaching the required level. The shadow will be promoted if the monarch's permission is given. Shadow monster, level max, rank elite. The promotion is available due to reaching the required level. The shadow will be promoted if the monarch's permission is given. So you got Tank and Ingress, right? It seems like I can promote their rank if I reach their max level. So we got Knight Ingress have requested permission for promotion, and Elite Tank has requested permission for promotion. Do you accept the request? And then Sun Jinwoo says, I accept. And now they are transforming and they are going over 9,000. Dragon Ball Z reference. They are going to a higher level. Knight Ingress has been promoted from rank Knight to rank Elite Knight. And Elite Shadow Monster has been promoted from rank to Elite to rank Knight. Shadows higher than rank Knight can be named. Choose the name for the soldier. Oh, you have decided on Tank. Ingress, level 1, rank Elite Knight. Man, he looks good, man. Look, freaking... Oh, he got a glow up right there. That is not a joke right there. Freaking Ingress looks freaking awesome right there. He looks awesome. He looks awesome right there. Pretty awesome. So it's like the aura is of a different league. And it says, with Ingress has obtained the strength of an S rank. And then Tank level 1, rank 9. And then you see Tank right there. Tank is getting a glow up too. He's getting good. And Tank has obtained the strength of a high-end ranked A rank. Wow, try to say that many times. Sir Jinwoo, you don't need to add sir. Jinwoo, sir, do you know how many clans you have destroyed so far? And he's like, since this is the 89th floor, excluding your clan, shouldn't it be 9? Starting from the 90th floor, each one will be supervised by clans of a highly ranked nobles. They're at a completely different league. If you can persuade them, they might just hand over the entry passes to you, just like my clan. If I was weaker than your clan, would you have negotiated with me? Oh, she's like, so that's how it is. So he's like, yeah, it's time to clean house, bro. It's time to clean house. If I'm stronger than them, he gets very confident. He's like, I can do this. I can do this. You said that there's always a fierce competition between the demon clans due to the rankings. I'll boost the Radies clan to the first place. My clan is called Rydeer. Redis. He's mispronouncing it. He said Redis, and it's no, Jinwoo, it's Rydeer. It says, Jinwoo, sir, why did you excuse my clan? And she's like asking, because I took a liking to you. Oh, there you go. See, blushing right there. Just like Jinho, I am somehow compatible with people that have clumsy personalities or something. Oh, Jinho. Oh, we love you, bro. We love you. He's a cool bro right there. So now we go up to chapter 85, right? So we go to chapter 85, and we're gonna see what else is in store for us. So just as Isel said, the difficulty suddenly increased on the 90th floor. The monsters levels and the numbers are a different league that can't be comprehended to the lower floors. Despite increasing my intelligence, it seems insignificant with how my mana is being heavily consumed. That just goes to show how often the shadow soldiers are regenerating after being destroyed. The 97th floor. That doesn't mean it was possible for me to get past the 90th floor through luck. Nope, it wasn't. Level 90. Wow. So even a rank 4 Pitos clan and rank 5 Rigado clan. Are there other humans also as strong as Sir Sin Jinwoo? As like, well, maybe about 2 people. Go Gung Hee and Miss Cha, those 2 definitely felt stronger than other S ranks. Based on their aura, Cha Ha-in is a few leagues ahead of Choi, who is also known as the ultimate soldier. In other words, there are power gaps even within the S rank. Rather than since S ranks are immeasurable, they may have bigger power gaps compared to other ranks. If I was comparable to the chairman Go Gun Hee back then, but it may be different now that I have reached the top floors. You can go back to your floor now. I can take care of it myself from here on. And she's like, huh? Am I no longer useful for you? Oh, she's kind of sad. And then Sun Jinwoo's like, what an interesting girl, even into the end. You've done well until now. Thank you. And then she's like thinking. And then she's like, I want to come with you. I want to see the outcome of your fight. And he's like, do as you please. And now they go moving to the 98th floor. And now we go transition to the Incheon International Airport. And then you see these 2 people in suits coming in. There's some kind of commotion. S-rank hunter Kodo Ryuji. It's like there's someone strong here at this airport. Stronger than Kodo-san? No way. There's no way that a person would be at a place like this. I'm sorry I was late due to the crowd. It's fine. Is there something going on in the airport? A hunter from the United States came to South Korea on personal business, so it's nothing to worry about. A hunter from the United States, this guy says. Something has to do with the current situation? This way. So now we see Gung Gung Hee, this man. The only hunter that can rival Louis Shang from Asia. Okay, so I think Louis Zhang is from China. That gives me the vibe right there. Louis Zhang. Koto Ryuji. He's definitely no ordinary man. There are currently 21 S-rank hunters in Japan, and 11 of them are part of Koto Ryuji's Ryo. I'm just going to call him Ryoji. Ryoji. All right, I think I got it. So there are currently 21 S-rank hunters in Japan, and 11 of them are part of Koto Ryuji's guild, Draw Sword. So Draw Sword is, that I guess you can call it the guild from Japan. Unlike the structure of South Korea with 5 different guilds competing with each other, a single guild possesses all the authority there. There is no question that Koto Ryuji's guild is the biggest one in Asia after the guild in China. My name is Hanekawa. Yeah, I think I'm saying that right. Hanekawa. I'll be in charge of translating. I'll be relaying Koto-san's words from here on out. Due to the disaster that occurred a few days ago, we have decided that we no longer neglect the Jeju Island anymore. Hence, we promise our full-fledged support to South Korea. Full-fledged support? Gung Gung Hee is kind of thinking. In short, the reason why we came here is How about we unite and create an allied force composed of the elite hunters? An allied force? Are you saying that you would like to create an allied force and attack the ant colony? That is right. So these guys are from Japan, the draw sword guys. I know that Japan's top hunters are excellent, but it's too dangerous to enter Jeju Island. Since it's an S rank gate, we have prepared a suitable plan for it. All right, so you got it. This is the data we collected from investigating the ants. The ant is as strong as a top rank hunter, but they have a fatal weakness: lifespan. The ant's lifespan of 1 year. In other words, if we can eliminate the queen, all the other ants will die naturally after a year and Jeju Island will be free of their presence. Only have to eliminate the ant queen? Or the queen ant? It may seem more realistic than eliminating every ant on the island, but get rid of a single queen ant is no different from eliminating thousands of soldier ants. Don't you know that ants are willing to die for their queen? Of course, we will have to break through the defensive line of thousands of ants, but the tides will change if all of them were to leave their ant tunnel. Is such a thing possible? It happened a total of 3 times in the past, when the South Korean hunters landed on Jeju Island for the raid. One of 3 occasions the ants left their tunnel and swarmed the hunters. There's no way! It's the result that been confirmed by our very own magic detention techniques. Please refer to the data for details. 10 of the 11 S-rank hunters in my guild, including myself, plan on participating in the upcoming Jeju Island raid. We will take the role of drawing in the soldiers' ants' attention, while the South Korean hunters take care of the queen ant. The rest of the members will soon enter the country. 10 S-rank hunters, including Koto Ryuji? They're like, And then the chairman, Gong-Gung-Hee, is like, if 10 S-rank hunters were to draw in the attention of the ants, only the queen ant and a few guards will be left in the tunnel. And then he says, our S-rank hunters will split into teams and launch an attack from all directions. The ants will rush to the location of our attacks and leaving the queen alone in the tunnel. The South Korean S-rank hunters will infiltrate the island through the helicopter, eliminating the queen, and leave the island in the same helicopter. And then Gong-Gung-Hee is kind of hearing Koto's explanation. It's like, there is definitely a possibility. But why is Koto Ryuji willing to support us to an extent of bringing along all the S-rank members except for one? Every nation level hunter has a record of clearing S-rank gates. If you look at my performances until now, after the Jeju Island raid, I should climb to the point where it wouldn't be weird for me to also receive the title of nation level hunter. There will be a national interest just from the emergence of nation level hunters from Japan. Since it's an S-rank gate, 10 members will participate to be on the safe side. The danger must be minimized. There is no reason for South Korea to refuse. It's not the right path, but it can't be helped in order to become a nation level hunter. So he's kind of thinking like, I need their cooperation because he wants to become a nation rank hunter to go with, more money, more promotions, and probably even get, more authority and get maybe some eyes from the United States. Compared to Japan, South Korea only has 8 S-rank hunters, including myself. This is what Chairman is saying to himself, kind of thinking. And Mung Kyung-bo, who has retired, there are actually only 6 hunters that can participate. This diversion tactic can't be used with only South Korean hunters. The problem is, can we successfully kill the S-rank dungeon boss, the Queen Ant? Is it possible for us? It definitely is possible if Sun Jinwoo, the man who took care of an A-rank gate boss by himself, can cooperate with the other S-rank hunters. The ants are evolving at an alarming rate. We don't know when the entire ant population will gain the ability to fly. We can't wait any longer. So the chairman says, I understand. After reviewing the data, we will submit a concrete operation plan. So I guess they're going to go for it, but they're kind of hoping that Sun Jinwoo is also in, you know, a part of their plan for the raid. So now we go back to the demon castle, level 93. This is the 100th floor. That's pretty cool. So now they're, you know, the 100th floor, and now you see a freaking dragon coming in, lands it, and then there's someone riding that dragon. The demon knight Baran. This is no ordinary aura. Can I win? And this guy is no joke, man. This guy is a little crazy. So the Draw Sword, the second largest guild in Asia. There are 11 S-rank hunters. Due to the sheer size and the power of the guild, they even take the tasks requested from overseas. Okay. Very, very interesting right there. So now we go to chapter 86. So we go to chapter 86. This is no ordinary aura. Can I win against this? The Demon King Baron against him? So we're going to see what can happen. What's with this sharp and intense bloodlust? Esso's like, this is the first time meeting him. He's the Demon King Baron. The aura he's emanating, even Isel can't sense it. Even Isel can sense it. Yeah, she senses it, all right. She's scared. And an enemy that can fly, this is going to be annoying. Wyvern. Caselin. A wyvern? Other than the horse that Isel was riding, this is my first time seeing a non-demon king. Guess mounts are different. So now that freaking demon king is flying that freaking wyvern. It's almost like a dragon. Wait, if it's not a demon, it could be possible to extract the shadow. Oh, Demon King Baron is using the skill Hell's Army. Oh, so what's going on? So demon soldiers have been summoned. So they're summoning. They're like little black gates coming in from the ground. So they're coming out from this, you know, portal, like purple portal coming from the ground. It's like the demon generals have been summoned. So now you see an army. It's like the demon knights and generals are at least an A rank monsters, and there are over 100 of them. Just from the glance, I can see more than 1,000 demons. Is it finally starting? Sir Jinwoo, what should we do? And then you see the demons kind of like, Sir Jinwoo, and then they're about to attack. Not yet. So they're literally attacking. They are attacking. The demons are attacking Sun Jinwoo. He's waiting. There are thousands and thousands, and they're just right there. You only see skill, Domain of the Monarch activated. Come out, he says. And then, oh, dude, look at all the freaking shadow spikes coming in, and they're just killing those demons right there. And she's like, wow, yeah, dude, I'm shocked. Look at that. It was perfect. They actually, Sun Jinwoo is a freaking genius. He actually let the demons come in close proximity and then immediately summon his soldiers in order to immediately attack them right at the time that they're summoned. Pretty awesome right there. And now it's like, oh, now we go. So now we got Tank, now we got Ingress, we got Tusk, we got Iron, and they are just cleaning house right there. We see freaking Ingress. Tusk is using the skill Hymn of Combustion. Yeah, combust them. He is just exploding. It's like amazing. I may have made it to the highest floor, but this is my first time actually watching him battle. But that's the Demon King Baron, the ruler of this place, and he's an invader. He is someone that must be eliminated. Who am I supposed to side with? Oh, she's like, really? Come on now. Come on, second waifu. You can't be thinking about that. And now we see blue fire from the freaking Demon Baron. He is, oh my gosh. It's like, this is no ordinary lightning. So he actually summoned blue lightning, right? And he was just raining it down on the shadow soldiers and now around everywhere in the arena. And it's like, this is no ordinary lightning. So Sun Jinwoo actually protected Issa with his cape. Buff status effect has been removed due to the effect of immunity. And so it's like, so it's an AoE magic with an ability to stun enemies area of effect. All right, AoE. So he's using the blue lightning to actually paralyze and stun the shadow soldiers. If I'm not able to stop the magic, my shadow soldiers will be torn to shreds and my mana will be running out completely. So now what's he gonna do? He basically moves really fast. I must get to the wings first. So now we're seeing Sun Jinwoo trying to attack the wyvern, and boom! Oh no, Sun Jinwoo got hit, And now the freaking king again using that black lightning on Sun Jinwoo. Oh, but he actually missed it. It's like, fast, it's going to catch up to me. There's a limit of how much robe can absorb the damage. Oh, so the robe, and then what's going on right there? Oh, Tusk using that combustion to actually block the blue lightning from freaking Rajan. So now it's like, what is going on? So, oh yeah, so even his shadow minion, his general, is actually doing the attack, is like, guess giving the orb to Tusk, ending up being worthwhile. So the orb is actually amplifying the attack 100% more. That's pretty awesome right there. So Tusk with the save, the Wyvern fell, and even the freaking Demon King fell right there. You finally come down. I was getting pretty tired from looking up. Oh, so now it's a fair fight right now. This is getting good. This is getting juicy right here, right? So now we go up to chapter 87. All right, so we go to chapter 87. So occasionally there are certain skills that don't consume mana. The Dominator's Touch and the Shadow Soldiers are generally like that. So he's kind of using that. And then the Dominator's Touch can control and influence physical objects, but the proficiency will vary depending on the weight of the object. Nevertheless, it doesn't consume mana. All right. So it says, also, since the Shadow Soldier is summoning soldiers that I've already saved, it doesn't require mana, but it's a different story when they're destroyed by enemies. Destroy soldiers will consume mana and regenerate, and if there's no mana left, the soldiers will return back to my shadow. That's why it's important to increase the intelligence stat to expand my maximum mana. But both his battle prowess and mana are immense. What's the principle behind the soldiers? If the destroyed soldiers don't regenerate, he shouldn't be constantly consuming huge amounts of mana to resummon them. So his MP right now, Sun Jinwoo, is rapidly declining. Right now it's 3261 out of 7270. And now we see more of the battle. So now we're going to see the Demon King against Sun Jinwoo. So the Demon King, another blue lightning, and then Tusk is using Hymn of Protection, right? I'm gradually losing mana. He's not giving me any chance to replenish. And now it's basically going down even further. Now it's 2141 out of 7270. The mana consumption for regenerating high-ranked soldiers is even greater. But that doesn't mean I should avoid receiving their help. I must finish this fight before my mana is completely drained. So what is going to be happening? So now freaking Iron is joining in the fight. Oh, but no, Iron is not enough right there. He actually got slashed by the Demon King. Now Ingress's turn. And oh, Ingress actually went for the, for his head, but no, the Demon King actually blocked it with his hand, and he basically got the sword with his hand and used blue lightning on his face, destroying Ingress right there. Oh, it says skill vital strike activated. So now Sun Jinwoo goes into the fight. He parried my vital strike. Oh, so now Sun Jinwoo got his head. Oh, and now what's gonna happen right now? Boom, nope. No, you saw immediately that the Demon King was actually about to slice Sun Jinwoo with his big sword, but no, the Shadow Soldiers actually stopped his attack from being contact. And now one of the Shadow weapons actually sliced his arm, and now he dropped his sword right there. And then the Demon King furiously starts screaming, and now a huge lightning field actually consumed everybody, and now it's paralyzing everything in its path right now. And now Sun Jinwoo is kind of blocking it, and I don't think the cape is gonna hold on anymore. So now the Demon King has twin swords in him, and now you see Sun Jinwoo getting ready for another fight. Since the Demon King is using twin swords, Sun Jinwoo is gonna use his daggers right there. So his daggers against twin swords, and they're just slicing it up. You're seeing it. Bam! The Vital Strike activated. So he's using Vital Strike again, but they're just going back and forth. And then another blue lightning attack from his mouth is coming at this distance. Oh, so Sun Jinwoo blocked it right there with his freaking daggers right there, but his daggers went flying. Damn, my daggers. So now he's nothing to protect himself. But nope, Sun Jinwoo usually punched one of his arms of the Demon King before he actually made contact, and the other he actually blocked it. So one he punched, one he blocked. So there was no slicing from the Demon King to Sun Jinwoo. What a tremendous power, right? So you have now two hands. It's like, again, does his mana have no limit? Oh my gosh. So now he has both arms, right? Because he couldn't make contact with the sword attack, because that's why he's holding to the Demon King's right and left arm, because both of them are holding the weapon. Now the Demon King is opening up his mouth for another lightning attack, and then what's happening? Oh, something attacked the Demon King right now. A spear? It's like, what? Oh, Issel actually protected Sun Jinwoo, and then now's my chance, because now the Demon King is distracted. Now's my chance, together with all my strength stat and the power of the Dominator's Touch. So now Dominator's Touch activated. Oh, what's going on? Oh, he literally just freaking ripped him apart. Sun Jinwoo ripped the freaking arms of the Demon Lord. And even let's end this. And bam, uppercut that freaking Demon Lord's face right there. Bam! And now he has no head. He has no arms, no head right there. Bam! And it's Sir Jinwoo. You have defeated the Demon King Baron. So obtain Baron's soul. Normal quest, collecting demon souls, part 2 has been completed. Sir Jinwoo, Essel, go inform your father that the Riders clan is now in first place. Sir Jinwoo, she's like all crying. My clan is Rydeer. He still cannot pronounce it. Level 97. Dude. So, yeah, he has been leveling up. Level 97 is no joke, guys. Level 97 is something good right there. So, level 97. And now, we're going to get to the good stuff. That was an epic battle right there. Sun Jinwoo, he literally stopped the freaking Demon Lord using both of his hands, because they were basically, his daggers went flying because of that attack that that the Demon Lord used to basically hamper the daggers to fly off. He was going to use another slash attack. Jinwoo hold left and right, but now he was using that lightning blast from his mouth, and then Issel used that spear as a distraction, and that split second distraction is all that Jinwoo needed to use the Dominator's Touch, using all of his strength, ripped the Demon's Lord's two arms, and then he just punched that freaking uppercut right there, and his head went flying. That is freaking awesome right there. So now, I was like gigging out a little bit right there. So now chapter 88. So it's over now. Calm, and now you see the Shadow Soldiers picking up discovery item, Demon's Monarch's Ring. Discovery item, Demon King's Longsword. Discovered item, Demon King's Dagger times 2. Discovered item, Baron's Horn times 2. Discovered ingredient item, Purified Blood of the Demon King. The Demon Monarch's Ring, and with this ring I have unlocked all the set effects. Oh, that's awesome. So now it's an item right there. The Demon's Monarch's Ring, item class S, type accessory, plus 20 cents, plus 20 intelligence. The set effect will activate if the item is equipped along with the Demon Monarch's earring equipped, the Demon Monarch's ring equipped. Set effect plus 5 all stats. Set effect 2 plus 10 all stats. That's not bad. So the item set effect, he already has all 3 of them. So all of them is now on level 1 right now. So he has the earring, he has the ring, and now he has like the I guess like the necklace type of thing right there. Pretty cool. Rather than a set item, this is a highlight. Nice. You discovered ingredient item, Purified Blood of the Demon King. And now he finally found that last ingredient to save his mom right there. The Purified Blood of the Demon King. Item. Ingredient item, Purified Blood of the Demon King. Item class, question, which is unknown. Type, ingredient. Fluid created by purifying blood from the monarch of the demons. The radiant power magical energy, and despite the purification, there is still a bit of toxicity left, and must be mixed with the world's tree fragment and spring water of echoing forest to use it as medicine. All right. So the craft is complete. Consumable holy water of life. 3 out of 3. So he has all the 3 things right there. So he has the, the world tree fragment and the spring water and then the purified demon blood. And now you say, Esso, Sir Jinwoo, are you all right? So he's crafting right now. Craft holy water of life. Crafting holy water of life. So it's crafting. And it's right now, it looks like it's kind of like in like a loading bar kind of thing. Like when you're downloading something, it's very video game-ish right there. It says the success rate of the number of items crafted will be dependent on the crafter's intelligence stat. 10, 9. So it's right now it's loading still. The success rate and the number of items crafted will depend on my intelligence stat. If I knew about this beforehand, I wouldn't have spent all my stats on intelligence. What are you talking about, crafting ability? I'm sure it will work out fine since it's you, Sir Jinwoo. Oh man, she's thirsty. So right now it goes to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crafting successful. Crafted item, holy water of life, times 6. Yes. So she's all like kind of like, all giddy right there, huh? I lost a bit of the blood of the Demon King and the World's Tree fragment, but the spring water of the echoing forest is completely gone, so he doesn't have any more to make. Ingredient: purified blood of the Demon King, 1 out of 1. World Tree's fragment, 1 out of 1. Spring water of the echoing forest, 0 out of 1. So I wonder if you can get that water again. Does it only consume the exact required amount instead of using them entirely? So this is the holy water of life. So the holy water of life, item class S, type consumable, a mysterious potion that can cure any illness with powerful magic. The effect will only take place if the entire bottle is emptied. Can this item really cure my mother's illness? I want to go back to the hospital right away and check it out. You see freaking Iron carrying that freaking dead Wyvern. So the Wyvern actually did die from Tusk's actual red orb right there, that when he did that fire attack that basically unmounted the Demon King from the Wyvern. That's pretty awesome. Iron, what's with you? You're getting quick-witted, and he's all happy. And you see the freaking like shadow guy's like, yeah, good job, Iron. Good job, bro. Good job. You are doing just fine. And even freaking like Sun Jin was like a proud papa a little bit. He's proud about Iron actually using his intelligence right now. All right, so arise, Sir Jinwoo. That's I can't turn demons into shadow shoulder. I can't turn demons into shadow soldiers, but it looks like it's possible for a Wyvern. So look, the Wyvern looks so freaking awesome. The Wyvern looks cool, man. So now that's part of his party right now. The Wyvern, that's freaking awesome right there. Choose the name of the soldier. Was it Wyvern, Keiso-san, Kariklin? What was his name again? It's like, I think Sir Jinwoo is quite poor at remembering names. Even like the Wyvern is like, please, like, you can't forget about my name, right? It's like, all right. So Keiso will be your name. And then he's like, roar! I'm like, freaking awesome, man. Now he has a Wyvern right there. With that Wyvern, we'll be able to return to Ryder at once. If I want to leave the Demon's Castle, do I have to go down the floors one by one? I want to be quick. There'll be a banquet when we get back to my clan. I'm sure Father will be happy. I still don't have my quest rewards. Wait. So I guess Isso's saying like, oh yes, dude, like, we're gonna celebrate now that we're the only clan left. But Jinwoo says, I still have my quest rewards still left? It says normal quest, collecting demon souls part 2 has been completed. Reward 1, highest quality runestone. Reward 2, bonus stats plus 30. Reward 3, hidden reward. It's like, interesting. Received highest quality runestone, shadow exchange. Received bonus stat plus 30. Received the title Demon Hunter. Pretty awesome. Title Demon Hunter. Conditions required has not been met. And he's like, really? Shadow Exchange Runestone. Interesting. So it has like a freaking like pretty interesting look, the runestone. So I guess that runestone is actually can help. It might have a power that we don't know yet. So we're gonna see. So all right, so he broke it. So now he has this new skill. Shadow Exchange level 1, job specific skill, no mana required. Exchange locations between the user and the selected shadow soldier. This skill can be used again only after the 3-hour cooldown is finished. The cooldown will change depending on the skill level. So it basically means that he can actually exchange his location from any shadow soldier that he has. Okay, pretty awesome. What an unbelievable skill. So no matter where my shadow soldiers are located, I can exchange locations with them. He's all happy right there. Y'all giddy. This is basically teleportation. Yeah, is exactly right. Great work, everyone. Issel, I'm sorry, but you have to return to your clan by yourself. And she's like, huh? Then the banquet. Radis clan is located on the 80th floor. It's too far away to just go back to get rewarded. I'll see you again if I get the chance. So he's disappearing. Take care. The shadow exchange activated. Sir Jinwoo, oh, bro, you left her? Come on now. That's kind of, that's mean, but I understand because he really wants to see if this potion can finally, cure his mom right there. Due to the death of a dungeon boss, the interior of the dungeon will revert back to its original. Huh? And then it's like, oh, and then you see the shadow soldiers like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. And she's like all sad. This place is, it's like my neighborhood? Did I really exchange locations? Shadow exchange, 2 hours and 59 minutes, 57 seconds until the skill can be used again. All right. Kessel. Oh, so he can actually summon it, and now he can actually ride on him. That's pretty awesome right there. Pretty cool. So now he goes, it goes back to the Hunter Association. The video is the data sent from Japan. So they're talking about the ants. So now, Sun Jinwoo is back in the real world in South Korea. It was just recorded using Japan's satellite magic detection camera. Records from the first, second, and third raid attempts. Like Godo Ryuji has said, all the ants certainly do leave their nest except for the queen ant and her guards. So I guess we're changing Koto to Goto. All right, why not? Maybe it was like a mistranslation. So Goto. The fact that the appearance of these ants is always changing is proof that they're evolving with each generation. So you see one ant that's a normal ant, kind of like very silvery. Then you see a bigger ant, and then you see an ant with wings. And the lifetime of each generation is roughly a year. I'm still a bit bothered by the guard ants, but there are always a few guards protecting the boss monsters in highly ranked dungeons. Yo-Gung-hee is kind of saying, what's the possibility of the ants returning to their nests earlier than expected? They'll be using a jamming signal. Jamming signal? So you see the director of the Hunters Guild, the Hunter Association, I should say. So the director of the Hunter Association, and then you see the chairman kind of communicating with each other. These ants are able to communicate with each other using their own special wavelength, and Goto Ryuji plans on disturbing them with a jamming signal. Then we'll only have to worry about the queen ant and her guards. What's wrong, chairman? And he's like, just now, do you not sense it? He sensed something. It's like, what's going on? Magical wavelength that can be sensed from far away. What happened? Have you still not been able to contact Hunter Sun Jinwoo? We're doing our best. Did you also sense that? I may have retired, but my rank didn't drop. So this is another area. What was that just now? Troy and Cha must be at each other's throats over their shared in their Hunters Guild or something. It's like, is that so? Take another glass. So they're like drinking a little bit. Oh my, you're just too kind. Smile a bit, young. You'll get old quickly if you're always frowning. S-ranked healer Ming Byung-gu. All right. So it says the Demon King's dagger. Item class S type dagger, attack plus 220 dagger obtained from the Demon King Baron. Said effect will activate if both Demon King's daggers are equipped at the same time. Said effect 2 as 1. Additionally, attack will apply to each dagger by the amount of stats. So, oh yeah, the twin. And then this sword looks pretty awesome. It says the Demon King's longsword S class type longsword attack plus 350. The longsword brimming with the Demon King's power. Every time the sword is swung, the effect Storm of White Flames will activate. Effect Storm of White Flames, summoning a storm of endless lightning with a certain area. That's pretty awesome. And then you see the Demon's Monarch's ring, which we already know about. Pretty awesome. Yeah, that longsword looks pretty cool right there. So now we go up to chapter 89. So we go to chapter 89, and we're gonna see that conversation between this new S rank healer that we haven't heard about, Ming Byung Gu. So let's see what Gu says. It says, Hyung, do you want to hear something funny? It's like, nope, okay. Along with his sense of humor, Ming Byung Gu is a bit of a weird guy. He's the first S rank hunter to retire with all 4 limbs intact. Not only is he the first, but he's also the only one. So how many would choose to quit, considering how much money S rank hunters can make? It's not like he's already rich at the first place. Hyung, are you really going to go? Yeah. You saw how Eung Sung Hung died. Oh, so it's something that happened a long time ago. That's why I need to go. If we leave the ants alone, the entirety of Korea can end up meeting the same fate. Since when were you so patriotic? I'm just adding a cool excuse since it's something I have to do anyway. I refuse to go. I'll never go. If you're here to convince me, I'm sorry, but it's like, no, I'm just here to see you just in case, since I don't know when I'll be able to see you again. Hyung, I'm preparing for my teaching certification exam. I plan on becoming an ordinary civil servant. It's like, you, Hyung? Gu? Mr. Gu? Do you know about Eugene Architecture's hunting and recruitment talent hunters? Oh, wait. Do you know about Eugene Architecture's hinting at recruiting talented hunters to create their own guild? I also received a call and they offered me a guild master position. Ever since I've retired, it wasn't been just Eugene Architectures. I've been receiving countless of sweet deals. And despite how I am, he's kind of scared. Places where blood is spilled aren't meant for me. That's why I'm taking the teaching certification exam. Won't subjects like Korean history be fitting? Why Korean history of all things? You already know, Hyung. I love historical dramas. You're weird. No, this is normal. What I'm saying is that it would be great if the wars would only stay in history books. And then Mr. Beck says, that's right, you're the only normal one. So it's the leader of the White Tigers Guild talking to an old friend. Hunters are the only ones that are abnormal. Wait, now that I think about it, there aren't that many hunters that hate fighting monsters. There are a few among the healers, but instead they really enjoy love healing. Can only those who enjoy fighting become awakened? That can't be it. Here's to another class. Of course, Your Highness. So now we're at the hospital. And now Sun Jinwoo enters the window of the bed of where, his mom is being recovered on. If I screw it up here, it might not be able to revise it. She may not be able to swallow the holy water of life at all. Even if she does, there's no guarantee that she'll be fine. But I've seen many miracles created by the system. Stories that other people will never believe. Is all due to the system's power. How an E rank like me made it this far also. It should be fine to trust it once more. So he's actually, getting the bottle right now, taking away the top. And now is about to give that medicine. And he's shaking right now. He's shaking. He's like, he's just breathing right now. He's breathing. And, you don't know what's going on. It says, please. He's actually putting that bottle right there, please. And there's that scar. Oh, he's remembering. He's seeing the scar right there. All I wanted to do was wash mother's hair. And I guess it was boiling hot water. Jinwoo, are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere? Oh, so I guess he's remembering when he was a childhood, when he burned his mom unintentionally with very hot water, and that I guess there was that burn right there. I was the one at fault. It's because of me that she has this scar. And then it's like her color has returned, but why isn't she waking up? So already Sun Jinwoo already gave that medicine, the potion, to her to drink, and now she's actually looking. She has a bit more color. She doesn't look, weak anymore. It's like, why? Open your eyes. If only ever there was a reason I wanted to become stronger. It's like, I only ever had one reason to become stronger, is because to wake you up. Oh my god, I'm like tearing up right now. So please wake up. Please let me take over the burden that you've been carrying, Mom. Please. He's just begging. He's begging God. He's begging the universe. He's begging the system. He's begging everything that this helps, that he can finally have his mom waking up. And now we go back to Jinwoo's apartment. We see the sister. I can't concentrate. Thank you. And I guess she's like, it's going to be summer soon. This air is warm. I guess she's like going for a jog, and now you see Jinwoo kind of like sleeping a little bit. Is that you, Jinwoo? The woke up. Woke up. Just long been asleep. And it's like 4 years. It's been 4 years. 4 years? How's Jin Ah? Is she okay? He's shaking. Yeah, she's fine. And she says, thank you, son. You kept your promise. And he's like, because I got sick. My son, it must have been very difficult. He's just like, oh god, I can't. Oh my god, I can't. Man, this scene really touched me right there. He's crying right there. He's crying that his mom finally woke up right there. His mom that, he's been waiting for an eternity, it seems, right there. And it's just so hard. And now the mom finally woke up. He was basically, writing everything for this to happen. And it happened. It's like, just how long was I asleep? And, it's 4 years and he kept his promise, and you're just crying right now. I've never seen him crying so much. And, it's okay, bro. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry, man. It's okay. You did everything right. You did everything right. And you made it happen. You with so much sacrifice, being an E-rank hunter, being called useless, being called the weakest one, but you proved those bastards wrong. You conquered the dungeons, and now you're an S-class, and you actually, it wasn't about the money, it wasn't about the fame, it was about finally saving his mom right there. And you can kind of see that moment. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. There's certain stories that just touches you right there, and I think that was that moment right there where you just see Jinwoo, that this is the first time that he's just crying right there, because he kept his promise. And you see that she's happy that the son was there, and holding his hand, that he kept the promise. And she's happy that she could see the son, and just thanking him for everything, thanking him for keeping his promise, for taking care of the family, taking care of the daughter, his sister, and that made it all worthwhile right there. And you just see that special moment right there, between a mother and a son, reuniting after 4 years because of an illness, right? And even the mentions is like, oh my god, I can't. You're not crying, I'm crying. I was about to cry too, man. I was crying. It's beautiful, man. It's so freaking beautiful. So now we're gonna go to the next chapter. We're gonna go to chapter 90. We're gonna go to chapter 90. Oh man, I'm still getting used to it. It's like, what? It's like, what's going on? The patient with the eternal slumber has woken up. I was like, this is unprecedented. The patient's guardian is requesting for immediate charge. What should we do? No, not only is she too unstable, but she's been asleep lying for 4 years. She wouldn't be able to walk. Well, that's the state of the patient that is perfectly normal. Well, that's the state of the patient is all perfectly normal. It's as if the patient wasn't asleep for 4 years. There's no problem with her current health, and she can even walk on her own. Are you saying that she's in good health despite being asleep for 4 years? Maybe it's because of the life support machine. Those the doctors are talking. Even so, getting discharged this early is a separate matter at hand. We must let the world know about the case. I also explained the same thing to the Guardian, but he's not an ordinary man. The Guardian. Have you heard of Hunter Sun Jinwoo has recently become South Korean's 10th S-rank hunter? We can't hold on to the healthy patients in the hospital against their will. We should, of course, let it get discharged. Yeah, you don't want to mess with an S-rank hunter. And then, oh my God, you see the moment right there. My daughter is all grown up. So you see the mom, and then you see, oh my God. I was like, it's not as emotional, but it's still emotional. I think it was more, Hunter Sun Jinwoo. Sun Jinwoo's emotional. Even the daughter, mom, it's like he's awake. It says, all my efforts were not in vain. If it feels like all my troubles until now were leading up to this reward. No, it says, it feels like all my troubles until now were leading up to the reward me with this moment. But while working as a hunter, I wonder if I distanced myself too much. He feels like he's distancing himself from his family, but again, some of his emotion is like dying as he levels up, sort of. I left my phone unattended for too long while I was at the Demon's Castle. There's a lot of missed calls. Well, if it was something important, I'm sure they'll call me back. Is it the news related to Queso? Oh, it's like a monster spotted over the sky. No trace of a dungeon break. Is there a flying monster headed? Hunter Association has yet to respond. The safety of the citizens. So he's looking at his phone right now, his iPhone. It's like even a stupid event such as this is breaking news, and so he's getting a call right now. Hello, Hunter Sun Jinwoo. This is the association's Go-Gung Hee. Is like the chairman is calling me. Chairman, is there a problem? I'm sure you heard the news. What kind of news are you talking about? Have you not seen the news yet? He must talking about Queso. The word travel fast. I'm sorry about that. I'll be more careful in the future. It's like, it's not about Queso. What's the matter? I just came from a place where there was no service. It seems like you haven't heard the news. Is it okay for me to come and visit you and explain the situation in person? No, I'll come instead. So now they're at the building right now. The raid will begin in 4 days. We'll go to Jeju Island and eliminate those ants once and for all. And for us to do that, we need your help, Hunter Sun Jinwoo. All the citizens wish for the recapture of Jeju Island. Could you join us in this operation? And he's like, normally I would have agreed without hesitation since it's crawling with highly ranked monsters. But he's remembering his mom, like maybe family time. And then it's like, wait, something's happening. He feels the power right now. Magical energy. Is something wrong? Oh, it's nothing. There seems to be hunters fighting somewhere. He's like, Chairman, you have a good sense as expected for you to detect them from this distance. S-rank hunters are currently warming up in the gym. Are you perhaps talking about that? S-rank hunters? Yes, since there are only 4 days left until the Jeju Island raid. Ryuji Goto and his Japanese S-rank hunters are currently there as well. By Ryuji Goto, do you mean? I'm sure even a normal citizens have heard of that name, Japan's strongest, at least once. Yes, it's that Ryuji Goto. Do you want to wish to check it out? So now they go. So the chairman talking to Sun Jinwoo, they're looking at that gym, a huge stadium kind of thing. So they go down and like, so you see Mr. Beck, and then you see a guy with a judo outfit right there, attacking right there. Oh no, it's like, nope. Mr. Beck goes flying right there, even with his beast, his white tiger beast. Master Beck, a young person like you should be able to use more strength. It's like, I'm no master, Master Ma. Oh, so it's a master right there. So another S-ranker right there. They're like fighting right there. Wow. It's uncommon for all the S-rank hunters to gather in one place. It's uncommon for all the S-rank hunters to gather in one place. The magical energy you sensed earlier is probably from them. Hunter Beck is getting slightly pushed back, but if Beck Young-gu were to give it his all, Ma Dong-wood wouldn't stand a chance. Oh, so he's not using his all right there. Choi Jung-in. It's like, it's been a while, Hunter Sun Jinwoo. The man wearing the dubak is a famed guild from Ma Du-wook. So dubak is a uniform worn as the Korean martial arts. So that is Ma Dong-wook, S-rank hunter, guild master of the Fame Guild. Okay. You said that Hunter Baek Young-ho isn't giving his all, but why is he hiding his strength when Hunter Ma Dong-wook is not even an opponent and he can slack off with? It's hard for one to use all their strength when there are a lot of eyes around, since President Baek turns into a real monster when he fights. Oh, I see. So the rumors of his transformation or ability are true. And the people gathered over here is, oh, there they are, the Japanese hunters. Ippei Izawa, Mari Ishida, Ten Tanaka, Minaru Hoshino, Atsushi Kumamoto, Kanai Tawata, yeah. Tatsumi Fugishima. Tatsumi Fugishima. Kei. Akari Shimuzu and Raigoto and Japanese S-rank hunters. So we see this guy right here. This is the guy that we got to keep an eye on because he's the one that started this whole thing. The Fame, one of the nation's top 5 guilds active in the Noam area. There's a strong impression that the game field is ranked 4 since hunters, the White Tiger Guild, and the Reaper Guilds are dominating the top ranks. Okay. Those are hard names, okay? I'm really bad with names, just like Sun Jinwoo. I'm attempting my best, right? Because I'm like basically naming all of these Japanese and Korean names, and I do please excuse me if I'm butchering them. Hopefully when the anime happens, I'll be able to say it much better. So we'll see, right? So that ends that, and we're going to chapter 91. We're going to go to chapter 91 right now to see what's going to happen next. So we go we're going to go to 91, and let's see what's going to happen right there. So it says here, it says that man is Raijuto Goto, Japan's S-rank hunters. It's like, who is that man? Oh, so one of the Japanese hunters, the lady says, he's Hunter Sun Jinwoo that recently became an S rank. It's like, is he an assassin class hunter? That enormous presence that can't be concealed despite his attempts. He must be quite a splendid assassin class hunter. Excuse me, he's a mage class hunter. It's like, a mage class? There's no way. So the Japanese are saying like, wait, really? It's an officially confirmed information. Look who it is. Isn't that Sun Jinwoo that ruined our Ming Sung's debut? That's funny. That guy, it's like, Sun Jinwoo, I wonder why the air around here seemed to have changed. It was because of him. So we saw him. There we go. Miss Cha right there. Okay, that hunter is apparently South Korean's 10th rank hunter. Ishida, don't talk to me. I might throw up with all these S rank hunters gathered here. And then Miss Cha says, there seems to be someone else with a sensitive nose like me in South Korea. If a handkerchief is enough to block out the smell, her sense must be a few levels below me. And he's like talking to himself, this guy right there with the freaking gas mask. If only I could talk to her suddenly, would it look like I'm hitting on her? If only I learned Korean. Oh boy, come on, bro. Stay on task, man. Stay on task. And go. You can't hit on Sun Jinwoo's future wife. Come on now. You can't do that. So we see more of the fighting between Baek and Master Ma. So these are the best hunters of South Korea. There's not much for us to see. Is that so? Well, since I have witnessed Goto-san's clear raids numerous times, other S-rank hunters might not cut it for me anymore. That's not completely true. There's one useful hunter. Oh, he's based. So Goto is actually looking at Miss Cha. Is like, she looks pretty good. Did they say her name was Cha Hya-in? Cha Hya-in and Go Gung-hee are comparable to our best members right there. And then another guy's, hey, translator lady, what did you just say? South Korean hunters are lousy? Did you think I wouldn't hear you just because you're speaking in Japanese? I learned Japanese as my second language during high school. As expected of boss, these two have freaking the Gyeongsang dialects. That's like dialect from South Korea. Who are you? This man is the guild master of the Knights Guild. Park Jung-soo Myung Kim. Oh, so Park Jung-soo boss. Oh, that's how you call him. So Park Jung-soo, A rank guildmaster of knights, is like Park Gun-soo. That's the first time I'm hearing that name. Is like Hyung, like the boss is an A rank, not an S rank, so you have not heard of him. But our Knights Guild is still one of the top 5 guilds in South Korea. Not to mention, we've recruited more than A rank hunters than any other guilds. He says, Yun-Tai, stop it. Stop bragging. South Korea's A rank hunter. Are you joining the Jeju Island raid as well? I heard that only the S rank hunters will be participating. And he's like, oh, he's all sweating right now. Hinakawa, what are you guys talking about? The boss is part of the defensive squad, is an important role of the entitled blocking Jeju Island. It's like, that's a relief. We can't rely on A rank for an important task like this. Oh, it's like they're just fighting each other. And if you're causing trouble, you should stop there. Stop it. What would a girl only here to work as a translator know? Oh, it's like, do you want to check my skills with your own eyes? I'm Hanekawa's Japan's A rank hunter. So Hanekawa, it's like, you're not going to say that you can't even beat a hunter that's only here for a translating job, right? Oh my gosh. So she is busy. It's like, you're not only going to say that you can't even beat a hunter that's only here for a translating job, right? I'm like, damn, she got fired up right there. Really now? Hey, you translator lady, you should stop looking down on us. Are you by chance a non-combatant hunter? Oh my gosh. So South Korea and Japan, a spar between 2 A rank hunters. This is going to be quite interesting. Fine, let's decide on the rules. That's be better than beating each other up, right? The rules will be simple. The first one to grab the wrist of the other will be the winner. If you get your wrist grab, you'll lose. If you swing your fist or an attack and get caught, it'll be all over. One cannot attack carelessly. She's thinking the Korean translator right there from Japan. It's like, it's a rule that involves quite a bit of mind games. By the way, don't tell me that you're ready for the fight with that posture. It's like, don't worry about it. There won't be a need for me to take out my other hand when I grab your wrist. You must be quite confident in his speed. Okay, then let's begin. So right now they're about to try to. Oh no, he's really good. He's dodging. I'll expose that funny bluff right now. And nope, no. And basically the guy just shoved the hand like no tomorrow. The Japanese A rank hunter can't do anything. The translator lady, for your information, that was not an attack. It was just a slight push. I'm sure you know that much. So he actually used his foot right there. Sorry, but I don't understand your dialect too well. More importantly, it's not very cool to make a poster while your crotch is being exposed. Oh, he ripped his pants right there. Oh, no way. And it's like, now, you're too slow, translator lady. Grab their wrist right there. What just happened? You're the type to hide behind your tanks, right? And he's like grabbing her wrist. Not to mention that your combat experience against humans seems to be non-existent. There are all sorts of troubles in South Korea. Even if you don't want to, there are times where you have to fight humans. At worst case scenario, they have to be killed. So that guy is like, with the Knights Guild, the A guy is like, you're going to suffer. You don't consider that. Unlike monsters, humans don't move in simple patterns. If I had a knife in my hand, I could have slit your throat instead of simply grabbing your wrist. And she's like, basically takes the hand. Tuh. That was quite a spectacle and interesting duel. Hanakawa, can you deliver a message what I'm saying to everyone? Of course. So she's saying, so he basically, Goto saying, to build trust with each other, there's a proposal I want to make to the Koreans. How about we spar using the same rule just now between the S rank hunters? It must mean that he wants to check out our skills. And he's like, Gung Hee, okay. Well, let's exclude mage class and non-combatant hunters since they would be harder to judge. Let's add a few more rules as well. Whoever can touch the other's back or knock them over will be considered the winner as well. Instead of 1 versus 1, let's change it up to a group competition. So she's translating to Goto. In other words, it doesn't matter who you face. How about it? So the first team to want to knock out someone from the other team will gain the title of the battle. It will be two advantage. It will be too advantageous for us assassin class hunters if only rule was on grabbing the risk for the opponent. Okay, let's do that. Let's go. Okay, so Hunter Bick, Hunter Ma, and Hunter Cha and Hunter Lim participate for South Korea. Okay, so we have it. Who will participate in Japan's team? Kenzo Tanaka, Minura Hashino, Atsushi Kamamoto, and Kanai Tagawa. All right, so we have them. So we got 3 guys, 1 girl. That's basically how it goes. So now we're gonna go see what's gonna happen right there. So they don't want to be more as an advantage, right, for assassins class. So that's what he's saying. Goto is saying right there. So we go and let's see what they're up to right there. So we go to the next chapter. We go to chapter 92. We go to chapter 92 right there, guys. So it's going good. It's going really awesome right there. So now we're going to see the battle between Japan and South Korea in the hunters, see who goes on top. So now we see Hunter Sun Jinwoo. I guess Goto Ryuji will be staying back. He is trying to observe us from the sidelines. In any case, you don't need to see an S-rank hunters battle every day. In any case, you don't get to see an S-rank battle, a S-rank hunters battle every day. It's a good thing that I came. So he's gonna observe them 4 versus 4. Ma Dong-wook and Big Young-yo, I can already tell how strong they are based on the fight earlier. But that bastard, Big Yoon, I feel like he still has something up his sleeve. If this is a 4-on-4 battle, my opponent should be that girl, right? I hope they go easy on me. This guy. It's like, let's get started. All right, let's go for it. Ma Dong-wook, his power is Jankantification. He's someone who will most likely enjoy battle with pure strength. Okay, good. A man's got to be simple like that. Let's see which one of us is stronger. All right, so we see Ma and finding the other guy. And then this guy, he's fast. He must be pretty confident in his speed. I'm going to be at a disadvantage if I try to get close to him. It's like creating distance with my specialty. And as long as their attack ranges, so he's basically throwing like energy spears right there, right? He's dodging them. A magic arrow, yes, all right, arrows. Tech, are you a ranger type? Fine, you're saying that you don't want to make this one-on-one? I guess we'll need to wait until Hoshino deals with that guy first. The training facility has been built on fortified using the greatest magic gems out there. Your average hunters wouldn't be able to make a dent in this room, but these guys were able to make quite a mess in a few seconds. Letting these young ones participate in this battle is quite regretful. Like, chairman is like, why? Like, it's regretful, right? Their opponent is the strongest hunter amongst all the S-rank hunters. They'll need to be cautious. He won't just grab your arms. He most likely will break them. What a cheap gimmick. So the guy in the eye patch, who said I'll be following the rules and only targeting the arms or the back? It'll be survival of the fittest. Oh, no, dodge, Mr. Beck, dodge that guy. I definitely felt bloodlust right there. But why did he back off? Did he get scared? He's like, fuck, I got nervous again. I guess I'm really not cut out to be a hunter. I believe his name was Kumamoto. I'm not sure if he's a genius in deciding or in decision making, or he's just a wimp. I guess he's not very aggressive. Then the thing from that time, was I mistaken? Oh my gosh, it's like, oh, that's funny. It seems Goto wants to test our skill levels by using that guy. I hope he's prepared for what's to come then. If you're going to treat me like a test subject, just a little, I'll get a little bit serious. It's like, his eyes changed. Yeah, Mr. Beck changed right there. Almost like a beast right there. He's terrifying. I don't want to be here. Oh boy, careful now. You're way more than a wimp than I thought. Shame. Your real waking should have put you at least as top amongst the S-rank hunters. Okay. Whoa, he's dodging right there. My God, they're real monsters. My fight from earlier is pretty much kids play compared to these guys. And then the guy, the yes man, that's not true, boss. It was pretty damn cool as well. So we see, oh, I guess it's my win when it comes to down to strength. Ah, Mr. Ma, he got beat down. I can't believe I got slammed to the ground. This is a first. And then the other guy, I can assume this is my win fight. It's the guy. Oh my god. So 2 S rank South Korean hunters are down. Oh my gosh. Like, oof. And he's like, basically, Mr. Beck, who's next? You guys think that facing me is easier than facing Cha? You're looking down on me? It's like, oh, so you see Miss Cha is like, I thought she would be fast, but that's not the case at all. So you see Miss Cha, she's good. I can't seem to find any patterns. Cha In nickname was the dancer. It was given that nickname due to her nimble moves that were similar to dance moves, as she quickly dispatched her opponents. So, there you go. But due to her embarrassment, her guild leader had prohibited the use of that nickname. Because of this, not many know about it. So now the Japanese female hunter is about to attack. Nope. Freaking Cha hits that ground right there and touches her back. Yep. So done. I was like, I need to hurry and help Hunter Beck right there. So Beck is by himself. And then, we see the guy right there. The guy with the eye patch and the mask. I'm sure I can't just leave those. I'm sure you can leave those 2 alone. I'll take care of this girl instead. And then you see Cha hitting him on the face. What was that just now? That looked like a Gatling gun. Yeah, it looks like freaking bullets hitting him from her. It's like, wow, bullets from Cha just hitting that guy with the eye patch and the mask, the Japanese guy. How many fists did she just throw right there? 10? No, probably closer to 14. Being swarmed with those amounts of fists in a short span of time, it won't be able to block that. That's true. And then it's like, oh shoot, I went a little overboard. Cha was like, I think Kumamoto is angry now. You see some blood, and now his bloodlust is even higher. When that bastard gets angry, his personality changes completely. It's not just his personality changes, he just loses all reason. He doesn't remember anything after his fight is over. That the personality of his isn't meant for competitions. Oh gosh. So the Japanese guy was like, you could have told us this beforehand. It's possible that not only he might pull some illegal attacks, he might also attack his teammates as well. At least he can clear B rank gates on his own. B rank, that's nothing. But if he doesn't participate in subjugation, the A rank gates, but if he doesn't participate in subjugation of the A rank gates, then there was no point in him reawakening as an S rank hunter. If anyone on the Korean team is about to get seriously injured, then please stop him immediately. I'm only trying to test them. Also, Goto saying, if you think we need to stop him, it's probably best to stop him now. I don't think we can afford to even compensate them for the damage that's the damage about to come. And then the Japanese guy that's basically freaking crazy around is about to attack. He's fast. She's dodging as much as she could, and then it's like, something appeared to block the attack that was about to hit Miss Cha, and then he's surprised. It's like, it's just a competition, but your bloodlust is a little too much. He actually blocked that kick. So it's Sun Jinwoo to the rescue right there. I hope you don't mind me stepping in. It's like, that bastard, and he's about to attack Sun Jinwoo. Nope. Bam! Sun Jinwoo hits him on the floor right there. That move. Hinakawa, are you absolutely certain that man is a mage type hunter? Well, yes, that's what the official sources say. I think it's best if you find out for yourself instead. Hunter Che, it's best that you consider that the Korean team lost this competition. He's just like, okay. It seems that Hunter Beck is also caught as well. Yeah, he couldn't. If I had to be honest, the difference in our skill level was quite big. Even if I transform, it wouldn't make much of a difference. So the South Korean hunters are not as good as the Japanese ones. Mr. Hunter, there's a message that Goto-san wants to tell you. It's like, the translator. You said your name was Sun Jinwoo, correct? It's like, would it be all right if we had a one-on-one fight? You see Sun Jinwoo right there. It's like, you want to fight me, huh? Okay, I see that right there. Oh my god. So that's gonna be very interesting right there. So we're gonna go to chapter 93 right there. So chapter 93. So now he wants to fight against him. So that's gonna be freaking awesome. So it's like that aura that he's giving off. I can tell what he's getting at even without a translator. So he wants to see for himself how strong I am. Oh, all right. I'm not so sure what his true intentions are, but if it's not a bad chance for me to test out how much stronger I got from the demon castle. So he wants to test it out right there. He's smiling at me. It's like, Goto-sung, Hunter's son Jinwoo has accepted your challenge. However, he said under one condition. What is that? He said he will only fight if Goto fights at his full strength. Oh, that is something right there. He is pushing the buttons right there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You could tell right there. You could tell that he is pushing some buttons right there. So that's gonna be freaking awesome. But what I can tell you right now is that he is mad. He's like, what does this guy take me for? Like, you think I could, like, he's smiling at me thinking he could take me on. It's like, this kid is being serious right now. Oh, what's going on right now? Like, the Japanese, like the South Korean hunters is like, what's going on? Even this Cha's like, interesting, since we have our S rank healer Shimizu, nobody will get seriously wounded. Fine by me. Shizumu, make sure you take care of the injured. And that one as well. Oh, so it's like basically saying you gotta take care of him too after I'm done with him. So he's the infamous 10th rank, a 10th hunter that I can tell he's quite strong. I can't believe he's fighting. I can't believe he's having a fight with Goto Ryuji. Will everything be okay? But he was able to fight the A rank dungeon boss and 100 high orcs all by himself. Are you doing all right despite being around all these hunters? And so I guess Mr. Beck is telling Miss Cha, is like, you're not wearing your handkerchief. Well, it's not like I can cover my nose all the time when we get to Jeju Island. Also, you said you were an acquaintance of Sun Jinwoo. And she's asking him, is like, yes, that's correct. Then shouldn't you be stopping the match? And it's like, I mean, that would be the normal response. Since he is that Goto, then why aren't you? My reasoning is the same as yours. Don't you strangely get excited for this match? Oh, it's like, if Sun Jinwoo is someone who has the power to continuously get stronger, then it's possible that he's even stronger than the last time I met him. It's like, all right, let's get started. Oh, a quick attack from Goto to Sun Jinwoo. Is like, he attacked me before I finished talking. Did I miss? You're telling me he's a mage tap hunter? Bullshit, he says. Those nimble and soundless moves? Even if you can fool everyone else, you can't fool me. I will reveal more secrets from you. This won't end until I reveal everything that you're hiding. Oh, so there we go. He's definitely different from other S-rank hunters. He's extremely strong, but his attacks aren't something that I can avoid. And he's smiling again. He's like, oh, he's just literally playing him. Shouldn't we be stopping this match? It seems Goto is planning to take this match seriously. Those are some scary attacks. It's nearly too fast for me to track my eyes. But Hunter Sun Jinwoo is holding on pretty well. There aren't many who can dodge that many blows thrown at him from the best hunter from Japan. And then Miss Cha says, Hunter Sun Jinwoo isn't holding on. Even amongst the unending attacks released by Goto, he's continuously taunting him to throw even more. Something interesting happened while I went for a smoke break. So we got Mr. Choi right there. You can even dodge this? Was that all by luck? Even if I don't use my full strength, it seems like I might lose to this kid. I'll change my mind. I'll fucking kill him. Oh, really? It's like, warning, you sense someone with an immense bloodlust in the close proximity. Bloodlust from him? And he actually, Sin Jinwoo got actually scratched on the cheek right there, on the left side right there, barely phrased. It's like, oh, if I mess around too long, I'll get that emergency quest like last time I fought with Hwang Dong-suk and Kang Tang-sik. It's like, oh, he grabbed his arm right there before. It's like, if I was any slower, then I would have lost my right eye there. That is insane strength. He could have also grabbed my wrist, but he also grabbed my hand instead. Do you think you can play around with me? I'm not sure what you're saying right now, but that match is over if I grabbed your wrist. Even you wouldn't want to end this. Even you wouldn't want to end this match this way, right? Oh, so they're about to attack. So he got pissed. because the Japanese hunter Goto actually got his hand, got Jinwoo actually grabbed his hand. He automatically won the match right there. He's like, yeah, that's it. But he says, like, I know you don't want to just finish this match just by that. And now they're about to attack. And even everyone's like, oh boy, this is something wrong. So now you see Sun Jinwoo Goto about to just hit it right there. And then you see freaking Miss Cha and Mr. Beck holding on. They're holding on to freaking Sun Jinwoo right there. And then you see the Japanese hunters holding on to Goto right there. And then there's like an ice field breaking them apart right there. Let's stop the match for now. The person is the one who has to lead the Japanese hunters in a few days. We won't be able to take responsibility if he gets injured here. Oh, even Miss Cha saying, we're not taking responsibility because we know that Hunter Sun Jinwoo is our trump card right now. Since this fight is getting out of hand, let's end our practice match for today. He's talking to the translator lady. Okay, am I interfering where I shouldn't? Mr. Beck tells Sun Jinwoo, no, it's fine. He's like, oh ho ho! Not only were you able to hold your ground against Goto, but you were able to leave a scratch on his cheeks as well. You're quite an interesting fellow. Your body is quite hard. What an incredible physique you have. My guild is full of magic users. We're lacking pretty heavily on physical fighters. Young Master Sung, if you don't have a guild, why don't you come to ours? It's like, Master Ma, Sun Jinwoo is a magic type hunter. Huh? I went a little overboard. He's like, all right. Now I know the strength of all the hunters here. Also, I was able to find something. Go-Gung Hee, Choi, Miss Cha, Beck, Goto. Even though these are S-rank hunters, they weren't able to detect my soldiers that were hidden inside their shadows. So he actually hid shadows in those freaking S-rank hunters right there. Pretty awesome. I'm surprised that even Goto Ryuji wasn't able to sense anything. So he has one right there. Committee leader Go-Gun Hee. It's like, yes, Master Sung Jinwoo. You asked whether or not I will participate in the raid of the Jeju Island, correct? And he's like, what? And then Goku, and then the translator like, Goto-san, he's breathing. He's like scared right now. He is shocked. He's like, what is going on? So now we go up to chapter 94. So we go to 94 and see exactly what's next. So we go to the White Tigers Guild, right? And then you see Mr. Beck right there. He's like, is something that is that something that's possible? I can't believe he's actually someone who can continuously get stronger. I wonder how much he would be worth. Attempts at recruiting Hunter Sun Jinwoo would be fruitless. But there are still many ways to build a relationship with talented hunters. And he's kind of like getting a text right now from a phone. It's time for plan B. This must be the participation list for the ant raid in 4 days. So he's looking at it, and then something shocked. Hunter Sun Jinwoo isn't listed? Oh, wow. And then Shigomoto-san, there's a talented hunter in South Korea. So I guess it's it's a hotel, and it's basically Goto-san talking to someone from Japan. I'm sure they're still below you, Goto-san. It says Reiji Shigemoto S rank, draw sword guild vice master. Well, I'm not sure about that. What's the hunter's name? Sun Jinwoo. He's the recently reawakened S rank hunter. How strange. His name isn't here though. Huh? What do you mean? I spoke too soon. Actually, South Korea just sent their final participant list. So it's Choi, Gung In, Ma Dong Wook, Baek Young Ho, Cha Ha In, Lim Tai Gu, Ming Byung Gu. These six are the South Korean team that will participate in 4 days. What? That can't be right. Unless he's being crazy. There's no way that Chairman Gung Hee would form a raid without a talented hunter like him. Well, what can we do? There are already 16 S-rank hunters participating in the raid. There won't be a problem. Yeah, I was worried for nothing. I will call you again when the raid starts. Yes. And then Hala-san Big Gog Dam. So it's like I guess an island in a little volcano right there in a mountain. And then we see darkness right there. It says, we must leave the island. There's nothing left to eat. The children are eating each other. There is no more food to support our empire. We cannot continue to stay like this. I think that's the queen. We need stronger soldiers. And then we see an egg in there that is like, it's just a freaking ant colony right there. It's crazy. So we see the ant, like the queen ant right there. And we see that some sort of monster is in one of the eggs, surrounded by many eggs right there. So that itself is kind of creepy right now. So it continues right there. It says, I will strike fear into the enemies who try to stop us. It says, for the glory of the empire, strike fear into the enemies who try to stop us. Right? And then he says, it's like, glory for the empire. I must strike fear into the enemies who try to stop us. We must become stronger than anyone else. We must become the strongest. And then something does come up from the egg, and it is a freaking monster. Feast and continue to feast. It is something huge happening, and continue to become stronger, my child. So now we go to the apartment where Jinwoo's at, and it is a mess right there. It is a mess. And it says, she made a mess during the time I left for the demon castle. And then you see freaking Sun Jinwoo kind of annoyed and basically pinching the sister's cheeks. Ouchie. And then you see the mom coming in. Well, it's about 4 years since I had to do housework. Do you guys want me to help out? And then Sun Jinwoo was like all happy. The house has gotten older. There's a lot of grime in places where it wasn't before. Well, it's the house we've been living here since we were kids. And then the mom says, Jinwoo, did you perhaps hear any news about your father during the time I was asleep? And he's like, no, I have not. And he's thinking, if I were to tell my mom that I was a hunter just like my dad, I wonder what she would say about that. There is a reason why she doesn't want to move out of this old apartment. Even though I make more money than anyone can ever imagine, there's still a reason as to why I have to continue to live here and pay rent for the usual place. My mom is still waiting for my dad who went missing, in the dungeon. She hopes that maybe he will find his way back to this apartment. This place, no. My mother still needs me. The raid on Jeju Island. And so he basically declined to go. At this, so now it's like a conference right now. At a rate at which an ant army is evolving is phenomenal. Every time new soldiers are born, they will dominate the rest of the army. That is how we know they have evolved. The images you have seen right now are when the ants are at least on stage 1 or stage 2 of their evolutionary phase, right? At first, they behave like ordinary ants who merely crawl around on the floor. The only difference was that these ants were massive. However, the image was taken when the ants were at stage 3 of their evolutionary phase. The ant army now, able to walk upright, much like humans, are more nimble, and their giant heads have become much smaller. They are also able to use 4 of their legs as hands. Within just 2 years, they have changed dramatically. This image was taken recently and depicts an ant that is it depicts an ant that caused quite a bit of damage in Japan. So it's like a flying ant right there. They become alarmingly similar to humans. They also gain wings on their backs. Those things are currently able to fly around the sky then. That is correct. So it's like a big news conference. This might be the last chance for the Korean and Japanese joint raid team to defeat them. I understand why most hunters would want to run away after seeing an ant like that. Well, there's also a retired hunter who is courageous enough to participate in the raid. And then we see messages. How come Sun Jinwoo isn't listed in the participation list? Just because he became an S rank doesn't mean his personality will change. Once an E rank, always an E rank. He probably pissed himself and ran away. Ha ha ha. Even the retired hunter Min Byung-gu is participating, but not Sun Jinwoo. Laugh out loud. That's not how an S-rank hunter should behave. I'm embarrassed for our country because of him. So he's reading the comments. Although I don't really care about hate comments, I'm worried about how this will affect Jin-ah, his sister. And then he's walking while he's holding the phone, and then you see two people. It's like, hey, isn't that person Sun Jinwoo? It says, boss, it's me, Woo Jin-ho. It's like, oh, Jin-ho, are you still staying at the motel? Nope, not anymore, boss. I recently moved into a new place. Thankfully, my mom was able to get in touch with me. Ah, that's right, boss. I found an office that you might like. Once you get some time, do you want to come look at it? An office? So I was like, if you're going to create a guild, the first thing you need is an office. So what do you think, boss? Not only is this one is one of the best places, but it's also not located too far from your house. It's us two for now, but don't you think this place is a little too big? It's like, what do you mean, boss? You need space for the guild master and the vice guild masters and members. When you start a guild, you need at least 3 people, boss. It's like, then I guess I need to recruit one more person. It's like, I wonder if there's a hunter I know that can just use as a filler as a start of my guild. It's like, oh, that's right. Is someone who's looking for you, boss. Looking for me. Who? It's a foreigner who was speaking English. This person said that they will be residing in Korea until July 17th and hopes that you will contact them. A foreigner who speaks English? Just who could that be? And then, oh, something happened. He's reacting. Wait a second. What's wrong, boss? I need to get back home now. And he just disappeared. And then he's like, oh, like, what just happened? What happened to the boss? And then you see one of the shadows is like, oh my gosh, disappearing. And now we see in alley, it's like, if you make a sound, I'll kill you. You already know how many people I have died here, right? And then she's crying, please don't kill me. This is why I love this neighborhood. So I guess it's like a hunter, I guess? Right, I also love this neighborhood. Oh, you see this guy coming out. I'm curious. Why do you do these things? Hunter Wook just came out like Batman right there in the alley, saving this woman right there. It's like, why don't you plan on, what do you plan on preaching me? What reason is there? If I had to give one, it's because it's so much fun. So he's about to stab him, and it's like, you see, if I see something that is weaker than me, then I really want to mess with it. And so he's about to slash him. It's like, I think I know that feeling as well. Oh, he's not intimidated. See, he tried to stab him. That knife didn't do anything. But once you succumb to those feelings, it's not going to be easy. It's not easy going back to how you were originally. He actually got it, and he slashed his legs right now. He slashed his thigh and his ankle, and he's like screaming. Before it gets too dark, it's best that you return back to your home. So he's telling the girl, is like, please go back home. And she's like happy that she's running away, and this guy saved his life right there. Before midnight, turn yourself in. That's if you want to live. He's like on the, and oh, he actually attached a shadow soldier right there. If that bastard doesn't turn himself in before midnight, then go ahead and kill him. I hope you live, because I'm not too much sure I have a patience of high orc shadow will have. Yeah, tomorrow is the day when the raid of the Jeju Island begins, and the next day we see the helicopters going into the island right now. The helicopters that are carrying the hunters have made their way to Jeju Island. And then you see Goto, he's shaking. That feeling that I feel at that moment, was it death? So he was remembering that fight against Sun Jinwoo, and he's like, is that death right there? I can't believe it. I guess I have become weaker. He doesn't know. It's like, oh boy, he doesn't know what's going on right there. So now we go to chapter 95. So we go to chapter 95 to see what is next. The coast of China. So we see a bunch of ships, and the coast of Taiwan. So a lot of coast. So we see a bunch of battleships right there. Near the coast of Jeju Island, 2 DX 1100 destroyers, 2 DX 4 destroyers, and 4 DDH 975 destroyers. 1 DDH 971 destroyer and 12 frigates were all deployed near the north side of Jeju Island. So we see like the battleships. Still your nerves. If you don't, the ants can mostly sense your fear and will attack you first. And it's like, boss, will this even apply to us? We know the knights. Besides, our style is always to be prepared in any given situation. We'll make sure to mercilessly kill any ants that fly towards us. All right, so as expected of our boss, I, YinYangTK, shall follow you wherever you go. This guy is such a cheerleader. Then I'll leave the rear defense to you guys. Oh, Mr. Ma. What else am I supposed to do? People who are in charge of defense are the people who are on standby. There's probably nothing for me to do today. The woman is like, well, since everyone from the guild is here, as a vice guild master, you can have everyone do some combat training. How am I supposed to do that? I'm the only vice guild master by name. It's like, the guild was only able to get this big thanks to you. You were the one who took care of the inner and outer workings of the guild as well. It's like, since I'm pretty lousy at management at the first place, I know it's a bit cringy as if I say it, but please return back home safely. Aww. And then we see the Fame Guild right there. It's like, oh, what are you thinking? Why would you put your Mingsung there? It's possible that the ants could attack that spot, so putting him in the rear as much as possible. It's like, do you not know how much that kid is worth? It's too late to change where it goes. Oh my god, really? So it's like that freaking actor guy. Then I'll tell him to hide and stay as hidden as much as possible. Meanwhile, hunters from each guild were requested by the Hunters Association to prepare themselves towards the South Korea. Good. I can earn a merit here. So this guy, oh, he's such an attention whore right there. He's like, oh yeah, attention. Okay, why not? So now it's like the Reapers right there. That was because even if the raid was successful, they did not want any surviving ants to infiltrate and attack the mainland, okay? The Hunters Guild, okay? Each defense force consisted of a B rank hunter who will lead a 3 C rank hunters and 10 plus D rank hunters. So we got the White Tigers, and then we see others when they were volunteer. Oh, we see the original guys, Lo Ju-hee and Mr. Sung right there, the healer girl, and then the one that had his hand severed by that statue, the swordsman. There were retired hunters and hunters with failed reawakenings. In total, there are 5,000 of them in South Korea. Wow. There were only a tenth of them of people we had awaken ability in the entire country. There were only a tenth of all of the people who had awaken ability in the country. So we have the helicopter. I'm the cameraman from the official Hunter Reporting Center. Just like the name implies, I'm someone who specializes in filming hunters. This raid will be broadcast live on TV. You will also have to worry about too many mistakes. Since the broadcast will have a 10-second delay, the editing team will cut those parts for you. I can't believe a cameraman is deployed in a dangerous place like this. What was the president Gong-hee thinking? Well, it's our duty to protect the people as hunters, but you know, Mr. Cameraman, you need to understand that your life is in our hands. Oh, so you see Mr. Beck and Mr. Ma right there. Yeah, don't you worry about it. I may look like this, but I am an A hunter. It's something there. Some hunters may have their hunter's license, but end up finding that they're not suited for running raids, and instead choose to opt out and live normal people. The cameraman with an A-rank hunter's license was one of those people. Being a hunter is my side job. This won't be the first time that I'm filming something from a dangerous circumstance. I've gotten into many sticky situations. I was filming in the dungeons, all right? Although no situation can probably compare to the place that we're going in now. And he's kind of shaking right now. Don't be too scared, right? The reason why the president of the Hunter Association even allowed you to come to this place was because he's certain has his plan will succeed. He's certain that his plan will succeed. Thank you for your reassurance, the cameraman says. No worries. This will most likely the first time normal people can watch an S-rank raid as well as their last name. As their last time. It's like, huh? On top of Oh, so it says this will most likely the first time normal people can watch S rank raids as well as their last time. And he's like, on top of that, after the third failure, people have been wanting vengeance on Jeju Island too. Let's make sure to accomplish that this time. More specifically, if we were to fail this time, it might signal the end of Korea. People are in dire need for a hero right now. However, I'm surprised you came, Byung-gu. I was like, it's because I know that you'll most likely be the first one to die if I wasn't there to heal you. You're the type that just runs ahead first. That's why, and everyone's having a good time. You see Mr. Beck. Hey, why the hell would you run? Why the hell will I just run ahead first? And then you see the cameraman, and you see Miss Cha laughing out loud. Guildmaster Beck, have you got in contact? Have you got in contact with Sun Jinwoo? Oh, Miss Cha is asking them. No, but why do you ask? Oh, it's nothing. Oh, she's interested right now. She's a person that has the feelings for him. Oh, it's finally gonna start. So they're gonna make it to Jeju Island now. Everyone's shaking. Everyone is shaking right now, and it's like, all right. And then we see, the Japanese hunters right now that just arrived, and we don't know what's gonna happen next, right? So we see that they're getting ready for the hunt. Is this the upper district of Jeju? It's like there's no different from a ghost town. The carcasses, did they start to eat each other? Oh my god, it must be a predator amongst them. This is Alpha. So he's winning like his radio. Respond in order. Bravo. Charlie over. Delta over. Everyone. Release it now. And then I guess it's the jamming system for the ants right there. I felt so like a tremendous and normal magical impact right now. And the Japanese must have started their attack. And then you see the ants right there. Right, and then you see them flying towards the helicopters. Allow me to take care of them. So as we see Mr. Choi right there, flame spear literally attacks all those ants. It's like, that's impressive. No, it's not. It's really not as I thought. The amount of flames will do nothing to them. The helicopter may shake quite a bit, so make sure to hold on tight. So he's actually using more firepower, and he uses a huge amount. The ants have evolved quite a bit, but they are much different from last time. They seem to have similar resistance to the ones of an A rank dungeon, where I have to make sure that the focus is quite a bit of. Where I have to make sure to focus quite a bit on my flames. I will first scope out how strong these guys are. He actually leaps from the freaking helicopter. Wait a second, Master Choi. Will Master Choi be okay? I'm sure he'll be fine. Miss Cha is like, yeah, he'll be fine. After all, his magic thrives on most when he has to face more than one enemy. So he goes onto the ground. You see all the ants right there, and then he just starts blowing them up right there with the fire. This will be my first time in a while since I played with ants. Back when I was a kid, I would use a lighter to burn you guys. Every time I burn one out, they would make these loud popping noises. Boom! Yeah, those popping noises are there intact. It's like, now the only noises I hear are loud explosions. It's safe for you guys to come down now. So they're like, wow, yeah, they were not kidding. It's like, the plan we're following right now can become much like our previous attempts. We could end up getting trapped inside the cave and perish. Oh yeah, it's like the Japanese hunters can only pull their aggro about for 1 hour. Within that time frame, we must kill the queen. To keep it short, just be prepared for anything. If it's us, there won't be any issue. Let's get going. So they basically jump from the helicopter, and then they have arrived, right? So I will end it here on this chapter 95, and let me tell you, so far it is looking pretty awesome right now. So what can I say about this chapter? It's getting good. So we had that emotional feeling of Sun Jinwoo finally curing his mom from that sleeping disease. And now there is this raid that is being joint from Japan and Korea. So they're trying to fight these monster ants, right? So the ants themselves are posing a danger to everything. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of so far, like maybe like a recap of what's going on with everything, with the hunters, with everything that's going on, and also how is Japan connected to everything here, right? So we see like the ants and then the queen and everyone kind of like going on, and this is a gate, an S-rank gate that couldn't be closed, and it's becoming like a no-fly zone, right? So we see that Sun Jinwoo was actually offered to go there, but he declined because he wanted to spend time with his family. So going on right there, I'm gonna show you right now a little bit of like screenshots of what is going on with um, you know basically so far of the chapter that we read today. So we see that the first thing, that's Essel, that's the person that Sun Jinwoo was basically talking to, the demon clan right there. Was able to get the part, and she was kind of falling in love with him a little bit. She had a little bit of that blushiness going on, right? And what's so funny is that she kind of saw that too, and then we saw that he's on level 97 right now of all levels. 97, that is the end. And you see that Ingress actually leveled up a bit, so now he looks pretty awesome. And then you see Tank leveling up as well because of this. And not only that, he actually got a pretty cool other thing. We got Kissel as the new person of the Sun Jinwoo's shadow army right there, his shadow raid. So that is pretty cool. But then it goes back to that moment where we see that the mom finally, this is Sun Jinwoo's mom that finally woke up from that slumber. And it was a heartwarming moment where you saw him, everything that he'd done so far was for this moment. All the suffering that he had to go through, all the battles, all the dungeons, this was this moment right there. And you can kind of see that Sun Jinwoo was just had emotion. This was actually pretty beautiful, that we thought that he didn't have any more emotions, but this was the most emotional I've seen him in a long time. He's been waiting for 4 years for his mom to finally come back. And then you kind of see also the sister being emotional, and you see that the mom thanking the son for the hard work, and you kind of see the gentleness on her eyes right there, that you see that she was very proud of her son. She was very proud of her son for everything that she did. And then going back to the battle that he won, that he got to 91 and fought the demon king. He got the runestone, this runestone that actually could be shadow transfer. It's almost like teleportation magic. So if his shadow is one place anywhere in the world, he can exchange himself in that very moment, but he has to wait 3 hours for the cool off phase. So it is pretty beautiful moment. And then we got introduced to Goto right there. So this is the Japanese guy who is wanted to make a joint raid team of Jeju Island, because that was they noticed that the ants are evolving in an alarming rate. They could fly, and they've been terrorizing Japanese islands and even Korean islands too. So you see that he needed to make a team of Japanese hunters and South Korean hunters at the same time. But what very is interesting to me is that Go Gung-hee, the chairman of the South Korean hunters, he's kind of like, why would they need our help right now? They have more hunters, they could do them themselves. He thinks that there's something suspicious going on, right? And they tested them. Like, a lot of the South Korean hunters aren't par with the Japanese hunters, with the exception of the chairman and Miss Cha. But then he saw that Hunter Sun Jinwoo is someone that you shouldn't underestimate, right? Because he is someone that could literally make you have a bad day. And he himself, Mr. Goto right there, he was just pissed. He didn't think that there was going to be another Korean hunter, or a hunter of his caliber or even higher, right? Because the whole thing about him is that he wants to become a nation level hunter. It's basically an S-rank hunter, but even higher. So there was a person that came from the United States that wanted to ask about the whole issue with, you know, the Jinwoo's situation where he had to kill his the brother that was trying to kill him from the lizards. And he says, yeah, let's not do that. And he says, I can help you on this raid, but if you pay me, right? So it's one of those hunters that don't do it because of the kindness of their hearts. I think they're so strong that all they think about is money. But this guy is trying to make a team of both the Korean and the Japanese hunters to finally get rid of this, monsters that are appearing, these ants, because they said the only way to do it is to defeat the queen. So the queen itself is this person right there. This is the queen that they have to defeat. This is the queen that is sprouting all of these ant monsters all over, so you would see that the ants are like kind of reddish colored, typical ants right there. But they have to defeat this queen in order to make sure that everything runs smoothly. And then once they defeat the queen, everything else is pretty simple, straightforward, right? But Sun Jinwoo, with his battle with Goto, he was the winner, and he was not even using most of his strength. And if he got even further, he probably had to kill him. So I think that's why he was pissed that, that Sun Jinwoo was able to win with ease against him, right? And he was just smiling right there because it's like, oh boy, here we go. And now there's something else that we have to worry about. This monster that the queen has, this ultimate soldier, her ultimate soldier that wants to destroy everything and everything, right? So now we're left where Sun Jinwoo, right, didn't go to the raid. He decided, you know what, I'm not gonna go. If it was any other time, he would go to gain experience, but he said, I want to spend more time with my family because my mom just woke up from the eternal sleep that I cured, and she's not leaving the apartment because she's still waiting for the dad to come home, because the dad's still been gone for many years because he got lost in the dungeon, not knowing that the dad is still alive somewhere in the United States, right? I wonder what that encounter is going to happen. But either way, it's pretty cool. And knowing that Sun Jinwoo is looking forward to what's going to happen, because everyone's attention right now is on the raid, and they're basically putting all their marbles, because South Korea doesn't have that many S rank hunters. Most of them are there, and they wish that Sun Jinwoo were able to go. Everyone is like shocked. How come Sun Jinwoo isn't going there? There's something wrong going. There's something wrong that's happening right now. So it's very interesting to say the least, right? So I'm going to show you right now, again, how strong Sun Jinwoo is at the very moment, because right now he's on level 97, right? And again, we're going to go back to that chart right now, and I don't think he's still on the national level rank or nation level rank yet, but he's getting close to that, right? So I'm going to show you right now, again, the little thing right there that I had. So if you notice this, right? So if you notice that Sun Jinwoo started at the E rank, and every like 10 levels, he was getting higher and higher. By the time he was the S rank, he was already in level 70. So now that he's in level 97, you can make an argument that he's already higher than most of the S rank hunters in South Korea, and even more from Japan. But I don't think he's still in that strength of a national rank or a nation rank, right? So I think he still needs a little bit more level. I wonder if when he gets to level 100, that might be the time when he becomes a nation level, hunter, right? Hopefully, I hope that happens, right? So that's going to be pretty awesome. So far, it's looking pretty cool. It's looking like Sun Jinwoo is, has all the information right there. And right now, Hunter Sun Jinwoo is just OP. He just beat the freaking best Japanese S rank hunter. Like no problem right there. Like no freaking problem. So it is freaking awesome to see Sun Jinwoo, you know, doing a field day right there. But I wonder if things are going to go really bad and sour in the next time we read, because next time we're going to be looking at the start of the Jeju raid, both by the Japanese and Korean hunters, and see if Sun Jinwoo will go in if need be, right? Because remember, he did put those shadows to every single hunter to kind of keep them alert if something were to happen, right? And none of them actually sense it. And Gong Hee, the chairman, is like, well, there's a reason why Hunter Sun Jinwoo decided not to go, but we'll see. So what about you guys? What did you guys think about today's reading, guys? It's very exciting stuff. It was very emotional seeing that Sun Jinwoo finally got his mom to wake up, and now he's on S rank. He does damage to other S rank hunters, and there's something suspicious happening with the Japanese hunters, right? Something very curious going on, but hopefully we'll get all the answers in the next time we read on part, in the next part that we read of Solo Leveling Manga Reads. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me in this awesome read along. And I hope you guys are excited for the more reads that are going to happen. And we're going to make sure that we finish the manga right before the end of 2023, because in 2024, remember, guys, we're going to be looking at Solo Leveling, the anime, finally appearing in all of its awesomeness. And there is breaking news too, if you guys don't know, that Solo Leveling, there's going to be a special premiere happening in Los Angeles December 14th of this year. I don't know what the details are going to be, but I'll give you more hopefully in the next time we do the read along, right? But again, guys, thank you so much for joining, and again, stay awesome, and hopefully let's get ready to arise for the new occasion of Solo Leveling, right? So it's gonna be freaking awesome. Cannot wait to see what Sun Jinwoo is gonna surprise us with more. All right, the OP of the Shadow Lord. All right, guys, stay awesome.